slice or two? Or...
Go for it. No, I think I'm good.
I'm still freaking hungry.
I ate a lot more slices than I thought I would, to be honest.
Well, and we've got tons of food upstairs if you need something else too. But anyway, back up and running now. Technical difficulties. It wasn't recognizing my soundboard. Not sure why. Had to restart it a few times. But yeah, I don't know what it was. It may have been the internal microphone that it was trying to record off of.
Oh, ew.
And because it's Ubuntu on a Windows machine, it probably didn't have the right drivers. So anyway, all besides the point, but we are recording now. Everything looks good. You guys especially.
Wow, thanks.
Thanks.
Sorry, I just got that one. That took me way longer than it needed to.
Okay, so put this on so I can actually see back here. Well, cool. So, just for anyone that's listening, this particular episode is going to be a bit of a one-shot type thing, because we only have George and Taylor here, who play the characters of Treefell, and Taylor plays currently Nazintor and Kalia. So we don't know if Kalia is going to make an appearance or not, but we've kind of decided how we want to do this type of one-shot thing. But I mean, let's, I guess, get into it. Unless you guys have anything.
I'll play them both. I might as well. I need
Play
more
'em
practice
both.
with it.
Why not?
If I'm gonna be doing this, and who knows for how long I'm gonna be doing this, I need the practice. So might as well.
Okay.
Sorry, George.
It's all good, man.
Problem is I might have to talk to myself more often in this one, so this will be interesting.
With only 3 characters, yeah, I could see that. Right. So currently, you are all as a party on your way west. You're heading towards a port city so that you can grab a ship heading to the, frozen north. You have just hunkered down for the night, just off the path that you're traveling. It's a nice and calm night. You can see a few of the stars through the treetops, but you doze off to sleep after not too long because it's been a long day of walking. Nazintor, you wake up to find yourself in a familiar place. Your heart skips a beat when you realize where it is, knowing that it is the city that you were in the Thieves Guild. You're currently standing, so it's a city that's kind of built into the cliffside. So there's kind of like just different step levels to it. You're currently up near the top, near the peak of the mountain, which is kind of considered to be the upper end of town, both metaphorically and literally.
Would that be where like the noble over the city's house would be as well?
Exactly. So that's where the higher end of people are. And you know currently that you are on a job for the Thieves Guild. There is one of the councilmen to the noble. You've been tasked to retrieve an item for a client that is somewhere in the house. You don't know where it is, but it is a diamond necklace that, according to your knowledge, but you don't necessarily care, it was stolen from them. But as a member of the Thieves Guild, you do the job. You don't care about the details.
Okay.
As you're kind of looking around and taking everything in, you see standing next to you is Kalia and Treefell, the Goliath cleric. And you don't put a second thought to the fact that they're there. To you, they are also members of the Thieves Guild, helping you on this job.
I am the least thievy person to be in the Thieves Guild.
It's a dream. No one questions their dreams while they're in the dream.
That's true.
Why did the guild pair me up with these two again?
Hey man, I'm not happy.
Babysitting amateurs.
I'm just as unhappy about this as you are, my friend.
Why did you join the Thieves Guild in the first place?
I don't know. It's a dream.
These Goliaths thinking they can be stealthy when none of them ever are.
I think I'm still wearing heavy armor too, so there's no stealth.
Oh, you're wearing heavy armor, and it definitely looks like my Thieves Guild armor. So I'm just going. Oh, this is going to end terribly.
This is success waiting to happen.
Do I notice anyone else around me?
Right now, there's just kind of the normal hustle and bustle of the higher folk walking around. You're getting some odd looks because people of your kind, quote unquote, don't normally come this far up. There aren't really any shops or anything like this. Is just kind of housing type of a place.
Yeah. Throwing my hood up and slinking into the shadows and beckoning for them to follow me. I want to try to slide into an alleyway.
Okay.
I follow as normal.
I'm going to have all three characters make a stealth check.
Good. All right. Let's start with Nazintor.
How's a 5 sound?
Phenomenal.
There are words that cannot be said right now. All right. Nazintor got a dirty 20.
My character is not going to be spec'd for this mission. I am the distraction. That is
Now,
all I am.
okay, so to be fair, it is a dream.
Oh,
So-
thank you. That is a 7. Okay. Whew.
So to be fair, what was your first roll? What would you have gotten without
was a
the
13.
disadvantage? We'll say that you have a 13. So we'll say that you're wearing armor, because I mean, Nazintor, right, being a thief and everything, his brain is automatically going to try and spec people out a little bit better for a
That's true.
for a stealth mission like this.
Just this once, you don't
So
have
you have
disadvantage on
so you have basically you're wearing mithril armor.
Okay.
So you still have all the benefits of wearing heavy armor without the disadvantages.
Nice.
So during the dream, that is what Nazintor's brain has spec'd you with.
Good, because Kalia
Thank
also
you.
has a disadvantage because of her armor, so she's doing the same thing. And she got a 14 because of that.
Okay.
Okay, well in that case, it's still 13.
Okay.
This is gonna
So
go
that's
great.
but that's me thinking logically. I'm not going to give you passes all the time because this is going to be funny. It's a one shot. It has no bearing on anything.
No,
This
that's
could be
fair.
extremely silly.
So, but
I'm going to play
but
this
realistically,
silly.
that's what it's going to be.
If we're gonna be in a silly situation, I'm just gonna play it silly. It's fine.
Perfect. Okay. So, let's see. Treefell got a 13 and Kalia got a 14.
14.
Okay. So you're all able to slip into the shadows with seemingly no one noticing. You're actually kind of impressed with your companions' stealthiness in this particular instance.
Good, you know basic stealth. Good, we at least have something to work off of.
Well, yeah. How else would I be in the Thieves Guild?
So I would know like the exact where we're going, all the Thieves Guild information that they would give us, the mark, any information about security that they know of, and whatnot.
Yes.
Okay, so whatever I know, I'm going to detail out to them as well, so that they understand that this is the plan. What is all of that information? Do we know currently?
Yeah. So, so
I
the
want to set the plan before we go.
yeah the councilman's name is Edgar Moonridge.
Okay.
He is, well, as I mentioned, a councilman to the noble. He is, according to some reports, he is a bit of a dictator, a bit of a bully. So, because of that mentality, he doesn't have extremely high guards, because he thinks that he's alpha and doesn't need to worry about someone picking on him, which makes him a great mark. So the Thieves Guild is actually very excited to have an opportunity to get inside and see what they can find out. So it's not just retrieving the necklace, but it is also to gather intel in terms of what he has inside of his house and see if it's worth hitting
Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the Thieves Guild isn't going to just go in there blindly hoping to find something. They want a reason to go back there and run the risk.
Well, it explains why if you send the best, you're going to get the best results.
Ooh.
He mutters that to himself under his breath. I want to have Kalia and Treefell roll real quick to see if they heard.
What?
You just gotta what check?
A perception check.
17.
So Kalia does hear it. But no, Treefell is like, look at me being stealthy.
I'm so cool. I'm so cool.
Kalia's gonna look in Nazintor, roll her eyes, and just kind of like huff, and then just kind of turn away and like not pay attention for the moment.
Okay, so you are currently about a block away from the Mark's house. You know now you know would be a good time to probably just try and sneak all the way there.
Okay, so with the plan, we're gonna try to take the quickest but stealthiest way we possibly can, focusing on staying hidden, but still not trying to go too out of our way or anything like that. If we can do it quicker, then we'll do that. If it gets sketchy, then we'll just go for safety and go for hidden.
Okay.
On the way through. I'm going to keep an eye out on not only my companions and how stealthy they actually are being, but also just look around to see if we notice anything. Because I imagine there's probably some rival guilds or some kind of competition from like bandits or other things with the Thieves Guild. And so I kind of want to just make sure we're not being marked or tailed, because that tends to happen in a city like this at times.
And
So for the most part, the Thieves Guild has full reign of the city. There are a few gangs that would, that have been like rejected from the Thieves Guild, and so out of rivalry, out of spite, they've in a sense tried to make their own Thieves Guild. They're nowhere to the status of the Thieves Guild itself, but sometimes you do have a run-in or two.
I'm keeping an eye out for them as we advance.
Okay. Everyone go ahead and roll go ahead and roll 2 stealth checks while you make your way over to the city.
Yay.
Alright, so 14 again for Kalia on the first one. 18 on the second.
4 and 14.
4 and 14.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what Nazintor gets.
Great.
That's a 17? And a 25.
Okay. So for the most part, you're able to get through. You do catch Treefell humming, a theme to himself while he's going.
I'm getting Kronk vibes right now.
Right? That's
He's pressed up against a wall going, "Duh," and I'm just like, what are you?
Yeah, that's my character. I am Kronk. That is me. Thank you for coming.
Found your new nickname.
Kronk.
My name's Kronk.
How did we get here, Kronk? I don't know. By
It
all
makes no
accounts, it
sense.
makes no sense.
It makes no sense. Which is exactly the situation we're in right now.
So,
All right.
so that
I'm
would
gonna
account for the
crush your
4,
dreams.
but you are able to shut him up pretty quick before you feel anyone has noticed.
Oh my gosh.
Before we break into this place, I'm taking an extra long look just to make sure that there is nothing around that looks suspicious to me.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Hold on, I'm getting a call.
21.
Okay. You do notice a figure. Looks to be one of the locals in the upper part of the town. So they don't stick out, but you do notice them staring. You don't think that they see you, but you do notice them staring in your direction a little bit longer than you feel comfortable with.
Can I make out any of the details on this figure?
Wearing fancy white clothes with gold trimming. Again, doesn't really stand out from the crowd itself.
Okay.
But
Male or female?
male.
Male. Got it. All right.
You can tell that they're bald, but you can't really make out any facial features. They're too far away.
And are they like still looking at me, like as I'm kind of noticing them, or?
Well,
Is it one
so
of those
again, you
moments
don't
where, like,
you don't think that they see you,
okay.
because you know.
But
you've
they're
been,
looking in the direction of the house.
They're looking in the direction of you, and they stared for just a little bit too long before their gaze moved onward as well.
Okay.
So they're not looking at you anymore. But when you, it's not that you made eye contact with them, but they were staring in your general direction, and there's something about it that sets you on edge.
Kalia, Treefell,
Yes.
we might be being marked. I want you two to stay here and just kind of talk. And just kind of look like you're scouting out the place, staking it out. You guys know how to do that, so just don't make it too obvious. Make it, but obvious enough that someone can tell what you're doing. I'm going to go see if I can figure out what this mark is doing.
Sounds like a plan.
If things happen, be ready to jump in and assist as needed.
Can we take a moment? I need to respect my spells.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Respect your spells as needed, Mister Cleric in a dream.
Yes. Because I just realized my spells are not made for this. Like, I need to figure this out.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna go stealth over though to this person and
You
try
see
to
him
sneak
pulling
up
out
behind
notes
them.
and just like.
Yeah, I sure think,
Wait,
boss. I
hold
pull
on.
out a notepad. I'm like taking notes.
This
and
is
start
great.
making-
You're
do a
doing
sketch.
exactly what I'm asking you.
What
to
I do, I do a sketch of the thing I'm looking at.
There you go.
And then I put a big arrow on it that says entry point right there.
It's just the front door.
Just knock is also rated underneath entry point.
Okay, so how do you want to go about looking at the person?
I just want to try to blend into the crowd, stealth in, and then get behind them.
Okay, so you are wearing darker clothes, and it's more traditional of people that are on the upper parts to wear lighter clothes, because it makes them feel more holy and more clean. There's a very big stigma of superiority.
Is it possible to slip into a different alleyway and get behind them? Would I know the area well enough to know if it's possible to just lose sight of them in the current moment and then get back around them without them noticing?
Do you want to make a history check?
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm great at those.
Are you?
Well, a 10.
A 10? Under the current circumstances, you can't think of anything. You've been up here before, but in this posh of an area, you haven't been necessarily. So you're having a really hard time trying to figure out where exactly to go. You think to yourself, you could maybe climb on top of buildings and try to roof hop.
Did I just shoot an arrow at this dude?
I mean, you could. Did you pack your bow and arrows?
Oh, obviously.
It's a dream.
The answer is maybe.
know.
The answer is if you want it to be there, it will be. So.
And so it shall be.
God, if only this man were just right in front of me. Just kidding. You know what? We're gonna ignore it. We're gonna move on. we'll continue to do our thing, and I'll take note of that and where his position is located, so that when we come out, we can avoid it.
Okay. So after a few minutes of your sketching Treefell, Nazintor comes back and lets you know that you need to get moving again.
Hey, boss, check out the sketch I made.
Well done. Well done.
I think I found the
I
entry
love the
point.
attention to detail. It's very impressive.
I think I found the entry point. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, generally entry points aren't the most obvious entry point in the building. I'm gonna have to maybe walk you through this. So let's go around to the back side of the building and stay away from the front for a couple of minutes, because that's the one that points out to the busy street of people that are walking.
You know, here's the thing, though, right? In real life, like outside of this dream, he knows I'm not good at stealth. So even though I inspect for stealth in his dream, I feel like I am fitting his perception of my character pretty well.
Yes. 100. At the moment, Nazintor fully accepts the perception of this character, because this is how he sees Treefell anyway.
So I'm just gonna keep acting like this.
Beautiful. I love it. Just really play up that trope.
As a giant cronk, you are playing the role. And Nazintor's just like, how did I get wrapped up with this guy? How?
I love this. I love this so much.
Okay, so you guys go around to the back of the building, relatively unnoticed.
Are there any more people with white robes around?
There's, lots of different types of white robes.
Even in the back of the building?
In the back of the building, not as much.
Okay.
It's kind of like, not necessarily an alleyway, but just kind of like a little trail that leads to the back of it.
Oh, wait.
Stone path, that's what I'm trying to think of.
Could I switch to my old cloak then, technically, with my old white robe instead?
Sure.
There, I fit in better. I'll say I'm wearing that instead of the big Balgora demon pelt.
Perfect. So there's not as many people back there because it's kind of just two houses kind of butted up to each other, but there's a stone path that leads in between them. There is a gate that goes all the way around the building. So you need to find a way through or over the gate.
Can I check the gate, see if it's locked?
Sure.
I'm just gonna walk up to it and just see if it's locked. Wait, no. I'm checking for traps first.
Okay.
Before, this is a thieves guild job.
here's
I
the
am
thing.
checking for traps.
If you
and
wanna...
alarms. Traps and alarms. I don't know if I need to make that distinction, but I'm making that distinction now.
Okay.
I mean, that's the trick, right? If you want to get in somewhere, just act like you're supposed to be there. No one will question you, right?
Yeah, that's one of the ways. One of the Thieves Guild 101 is to not act like you're robbing a place at all times. It usually is very helpful.
Oh, really? I think I missed that class.
I
Good to know.
noticed, just slightly. Thankfully, Kalia here actually knows how to act normal and just stay silent when needed to be slightly more quiet.
Such
Okay.
as when Nazintor is talking.
So roll a... So you're going to make two rolls.
Okay.
First, roll a perception check. Second, roll an arcana check.
Oh, good.
Am I able to help him with this action?
Sure.
Oof.
Is that a 2
So
that I
my
saw?
perception is a 5.
3 of perception myself.
Let's
Okay.
try Arcana. Let's see how that one goes.
Oh, I'll try Arcana too.
That's a 5 too.
That's a 10. I don't know, boss. This looks like just a big door to me.
Kalia would be the one who should be doing the perception and Arcana checks. Put it that way.
A note for the future.
But
Because the roll's already been made, I'm not gonna...
doing it. Yeah, Nazintor's the one doing it this time.
So, a note for the future. So each of you, you're both kind of there checking it out, and really it just seems like an iron door. Like,
Right,
you don't
I'm
see...
gonna just try it, see what happens.
So it is locked.
Okay.
So, do you want
Do
to...
any alarms go screeching off?
No.
Right, so
Maybe
as far
we
as
should-
we know, nothing happened.
Should we knock on the door?
Well, you can't
No.
reach the door yet. You're
Okay.
Okay, you two, I need you to both act like you are a couple and lovers. Start making out right here in front of me, and I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay,
And I'm
boss.
going to crouch down, and this is a dream, so this is where
so-
it's going on.
You what?
I'm going to use them as a human barricade to just make sure no one can see that I'm picking the lock.
What's really great about doing a dream sequence like this is that this is now the inner workings of Nazintor's mind. And so now he just secretly ships Treefell and Kalia. So
They're both big, and they're both not, in his mind, the smartest. So he's like, they'd probably be a good fit for each other.
And you know, because my character would absolutely not do this, but because it's a dream, yeah, sure, boss, why not?
So that's the issue with doing something that's like not canon but slightly canon, is that now we can start making connections like this.
Oh, they can change at any time.
Oh.
Nazintor has very
excited.
much conflicted feelings about everything.
Oh my gosh.
All
What
right.
do I roll to make...
I don't know if you can. I mean, I guess just make a straight charisma check, the two of you. How seductive can each of you look? How convincing is it? Is basically how we're gonna go. Just straight charisma.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, and I'm not counting any of the exhaustion that they have,
No.
because that is for our actual thing.
Yeah, that's for the actual thing. Still keep note of it, but in this particular
I'm not going
situation,
to get rid of it, because
I got a 15.
that's a 5.
So
Kalia may not be liking it
Sorry.
as much as
No,
the tree fella is.
So picture this with me, please. So imagine that you're
think
in.
of it in your mind's eye, then we have
Yes.
to suffer through it with.
It's there, right? So imagine the camera panning onto the two of them, right? First it pans on Treefell, and it's like wah, 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 right? And just that that sexy saxophone thing, and you get a few seconds of that, and then it cuts over to Kalia, and it's like, and that's it. And so it's just, and so then they just go at it, and Kalia is just like not participating at all, and Treefell is all in. Overall, Treefell is able to make up for Kalia's shortcomings.
Do I get advantage picking the lock or what?
No, you're too distracted.
Alright,
I won't give you
alright.
disadvantage, but you
Oh.
don't get advantage. You're hearing
fair.
the saxophone going on.
Oh my gosh.
Just as long as no one sees, that's all I care about.
So go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for lock picking. Although, do you have
Thieves' tools, yes.
thieves tools and you're proficient with those?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure to. So roll to use your thieves tools.
That is sleight of hand plus your proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so it's 5 plus 2. Okay. Whew, all right. 18. total.
18. Yeah, you're able to unlock the door. So you hear the tumblers in it release, opening up the lock. You open up the door, you swing it open. Just at that moment, the ground from underneath you drops, just as you hear this piercing alarm sound going on.
Can I cast silence on it?
What's the action on that?
Second level spell, casting time 1 action, up to 10 minutes. For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range.
So because it takes an action, it's not a reaction.
So it's still going to ring out for a
So
few
it's still
seconds.
going to ring out for a few seconds, but also you're falling.
Oh, we're all in it. Okay.
Yeah, you're all, because you were all standing there.
Okay, never
Basically,
mind.
just like this 10-foot box opens up underneath you, and you all just plummet.
Got it. Never mind then.
So, definitely hold on to that, but because it's an action and not a reaction, you see
Makes
what I'm
sense.
talking about.
Yep.
So anyway, so you
Can
fall
I
down.
try and catch myself on a wall with a sword or a dagger.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
I
And you can all roll a dexterity saving throw. I'll allow all of you to roll it.
I'm gonna change dice sets.
17 for Nazintor.
That was a 7 for me, by the way.
Okay.
And a dirty 20 for Kalia.
Okay.
Yeah, if Treefell continues to fall, we're just gonna let him fall.
Don't blame
It
you.
was just the dream. He
On brand.
vanishes and fades away
On brand, in
into
character.
existence.
On brand. I won't even be mad. I'd happily just sit here.
Okay. So, so you're able to, with your dagger, go and plunge it into. You're able to find a soft spot in the rocks of dirt. Because I mean, remember, you're in the middle of a mountain, right? Just stone everywhere. But you're able to
So I
find a
was hoping
soft
for a
spot in between
handhold
some of
or
the
something.
stones. It's pretty flush. Everything is pretty flush. So you're able to plunge it in and just barely able to catch yourself. The dagger bends a little bit underneath the force of you falling. Kalia tries to do the same thing, but she actually didn't quite make it.
Wait, what?
I mean, me
I
and
rolled for it.
I mean, we were.
Okay.
I mean, we were just making out.
She
was
rolled
caught off
higher
guard.
than I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, well, I rolled for each of you, and
Okay. I see.
because of the stone work and everything, she's not able to find anything, and she also
Dang,
plummets
I rolled
down.
higher than a 20 then. Dang, that's impressive.
So
I mean, how else are you gonna balance a rogue with like double expertise in some things?
She's not the rogue though.
That's true.
anyway, so Kalia and Treefell, you both fall about 20 feet before you actually get onto a slide thing that goes probably for another 50 feet underneath, and then you kind of get shoved into a room. So I need you to take 2d6 of damage, each of you. We're just gonna go. So you each take 7 points of damage.
Oh wait.
Crap. Okay.
What you need?
Pen and a paper.
Okay.
Because I need to write down what her actual hit points are right now, and then put them back to normal.
Okay.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because she's at 14 right now, and I'm like, I need to make sure she doesn't. I put that back when I'm done with this. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So you are now in
And sorry, you said how much damage? I did not hear that.
7 points of damage. Is she? Which you're starting her at full health for this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For this.
And same with you, Treefell.
Yep.
And I'll go double check what Nazintor's health is at. Yeah, he's at 10 out of 20.
At 4th level?
10 out of 21. Sorry, 21.
At 4th level?
Yes. Need I remind you, rogues do not get a lot of hit dice.
You have a D8 though.
Yeah,
That's
but
average.
if you don't roll a 8
Yeah.
every time,
That's
you don't really
also
get up there.
mine. I also have a D8. Oh, but
Oh.
what's your constitution?
My
Let me come
constitution
see what
sucks.
Yeah,
Finn's
that makes
barking
sense.
at real quick.
That makes sense. Because I'm a Goliath, pretty much had a +1, so I have a +2 in constitution.
Yeah, my constitution is a 12 right now, so I've got a +1.
Yeah.
If there's anything I'm
That-
going to try to put up on him, I'll try to get constitution up by 2 at least.
I mean, you gotta get that like that dex up to +5 though.
Yeah,
Or
I
not,
can do
but-
that eventually, and it's not as hard because I can take. There's some dexterity stuff that I can take that gives me dexterity and is useful for him.
Oh, that's true.
So I'll probably do a feat like that at some point. Oh.
That was
It's been so long that I still have 2 exhaustion points on Kalia and 1 on Nazintor because we haven't played since that freaking
Yeah.
episode.
We're gonna take a real nice nap in the real life.
Man.
My character in your brain is just hilarious. I'm sorry.
There's a Bengal cat out there that he was barking at.
Ah, that's fair.
Oh.
Okay.
In
Anyway.
real life, I am Goliath. In his mind, I am Krunk.
Very accurate statement too.
I have some ideas from that statement now. Thank you.
Oh no.
Okay. Right. So where were we? Right. We are in the pit of despair. Right,
Two
anyway.
of them have fallen, and I'm trying to climb my way back out of the pit.
Okay.
However far I
So
fell.
real quick, so you're in kind of a jail cell. There is obviously the big opening there that you just fell in through.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing out is not an option because of the 20-foot drop, and then
Space.
and then it was like the 50 feet of slide. So, Nazintor, you have no idea where your companions have just gone to.
And I'm assuming at this point, all right, cool, they'll be bait for whoever comes along is going to be bothering with them. They probably don't think that someone could potentially have escaped from that. So I've got free reign to try to stealth my way through this and actually do it right. And I could care less if I'm sacrificing 2 members of the guild to do it. I could care less at this point.
The thing is, I now have an idea, and we're gonna see how this plays out.
This dream state that it was supposed to be on Nazintor's dream has just turned into a weird
This is great.
I'm
thing
down
here.
for it. Okay, so go ahead and roll a strength check to get out.
Myself?
As Nazintor.
Oh, for him.
Yeah, we'll come back to you.
I was like, am I breaking the bars?
A strength check, so that's just +2, so that's a 21 total.
Okay. So you are actually able to pull yourself up. You're able to get the dagger out as well. But you look at it, and at the hilt, the blade is now bent sideways from catching your fall.
Well, this is my lucky dagger now, so I'm gonna keep that as a memento. I still have another dagger though, so that one's okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you pull that out in real life, and it's a character moment.
You can't. It's a little difficult to fit it back into the scabbard, but you kind of get it, and it's still kind of sitting off skelter.
Back in my bag, my backpack, whatever I carry around.
Okay. What do you do?
All right.
Alarms are still blaring.
So-
After about a minute, the alarm stops.
Okay. First and foremost, I'm finding a spot inside of the gate around the house that I can hide from anything that might come and see what happened with the alarm.
Okay. There are some bushes and such. There's kind of like a little garden area off to the left side of
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth there.
of this little courtyard. So you can go and hide in the middle of the bushes, and with your dark cloak, you think that you can hide in there pretty well.
Do I need to roll a stealth check or
Yeah, we'll have you roll a stealth check.
24?
Okay. Yeah, you think you're hidden in there pretty well.
So I'm going to stake out for a bit. I'm going to wait till I feel like they've resolved the alarms. Like, I'll hear the alarms go off and turn off, and then I'll probably take like 5 to 10 minutes to see if anything else changes before I make my next move.
Okay. Treefell and Kalia.
Oh dear. So, in a cage?
In a cage.
Where are we? So,
Let me...
I'm saying that to you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, as Kali, I'm saying, where are we? What just happened? And
Well,
where did Nazintor go?
It looks like we fell in a pit. Well, we should probably get out, huh?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Alright.
Is there any entrances, anything that looks like a place we can go?
So you're in just kind of a prison cell. It's, maybe, I would say probably 10 feet by 10 feet. There is a gate, like a door to the prison cell. You try it; it is locked. And then of
Thank
course,
you.
just wanted to clarify, no one left it open. But
The amount of times where you could just walk through something because let's just see if someone forgot to lock it. It happens, bro. Just saying.
I know.
Are there other prisoners, other prison cells here?
No.
Oh, it's just the one.
Oh, like other prison cells?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's just the one actually.
Okay. Well,
So
how strong do the bars look?
Here's a dilemma because legitimately
Iron.
neither one of us have thieves' tools, so we can't pick the lock.
I mean, I'd say your perception of
There's
me as
a
a big Goliath might help. So.
Dream state. There is some weird dream state stuff going on here where
See,
I'm just like, I don't know what is what. So I think the best option for us to do this is to try to break this door down.
Sounds right to me, boss.
You look like the bigger, stronger person, so I'm gonna say you should try. And then I can try if you don't succeed.
Sounds
and maybe
good
we
to
can
me.
do it together.
Do you ever just like try to break the game mechanic because it's a dream state? And so like the game mechanics are already kind of squishy. Anyway,
Very squishy. I'm gonna go kick the door down.
My entire thought process here is, realistically, if this is a Nazintor dream and the two disappear, they're just out of the dream completely. So now I'm just like, I don't want to just make George sit here listening to Nazintor go. But if we're being completely honest, Nazintor's doing his own thing, and as far as these two are concerned, they're both just dead, and he
Well,
doesn't
yeah.
care anymore.
That's fair, but also D&D.
So I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, what's worth actually going through and playing it out?
All right.
so you're gonna try and kick it down?
I'm gonna kick it down and see if his perception of me being a dumb brute is exactly helpful in this situation.
Dang. All right, go for it.
It's can I do athletics?
Or is it just a strength check?
Yeah, it would be athletics.
Okay, that'll be a +5, so 16.
A 16?
16.
Oh, so it's not like the best ever. It's not bad.
It's not good either.
It's not great. Yeah.
There's no way that Nazintor's perception of him
Please let me
somehow
know if
gives
my-
him advantage or extra points to his stuff.
Please tell me, does my foot break as I try to open the cage?
'Cause he's not here, so he doesn't...
You don't
Are you being
feel pain.
perceived as the dumb brute
You're right,
right
I don't
now?
feel pain, it's a dream.
I'm sorry. This is
This
where
is
I'm
so
like, this is
dumb.
getting so confused already.
Okay, so you're not able to kick it down, right? You try, and you put a good dent in it, but it seems pretty solidly in there. After about a minute, right? Because your leg is a little sore, but
Just a little.
after about a minute, right? A man appears at the bars. He is he's a younger man, you know, maybe you would guess 40s.
Okay.
He right, but again, kind of the nice looking clothes that you're used to, right? This is a light blue type of a deal. Excuse me. Light blue robes with intricate detail in his robes. And he looks at you and like, "May I help you?"
Oh gosh, I have to speak now.
Kalia is here. She could take over, but I like where Treefell's going with this, so I'm gonna
He
just
hasn't
have
even
her
done
shut
anything.
up.
Yeah.
Can you explain what's going on? I was just
I was just suddenly just turned into like the Bronx black guy. I was just walking
gosh,
around.
no. I was
We
just making out with my girl here, and then I fall into a pit. Can you explain what's going on here?
The only way that you could possibly be here is if you happened to unlock my gate and not disarm the trap and the spell that was there.
Why would I unlock the gate? Why do I look like I would unlock the gate here?
I'm not sure that you would. I think that she is possibly the mastermind behind this. I hope
am
that you
offended.
I hope that you take this in every terrible way that you can. You look like a befundering buffoon.
That's my name to word out.
He's
So
not as bright as he appears to be, Kalia pipes up and says.
Oh, I have no doubt of that. Thank you, Mom. So, I'll ask you again, this time rather unpleasantly. Tell me what you're doing here, or I kill you on the spot.
I think it's your turn.
I'm waiting.
I'm so not sure how to proceed here.
Okay.
Because Nazintor's the one who would have the cover story. Kalia is going to say, honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. we were just out on a walk. We happened to be in a bit of a lover's tryst. My husband doesn't know about it. His wife doesn't know about it. If they both ever found out, we'd be killed. And we were just happening to walk down, and things got a little heavy, got a little awkward, and we found ourselves falling into a pit. There was someone else who might have been trying to unlock your gate, but we didn't have anything to do with them and have no idea where they are right now.
And you happen to be standing within breath's width of him.
I didn't see him! Clearly,
Things got
he's a master
little
of
heavy,
disguise!
as you put it. Things got a little heavy.
I wasn't paying
listen, he's
attention
not
to
in
who
here,
there
is
was
he?
around
Oh,
us.
Why are you saying that we're
The
with
gate
him?
got
He's
open.
not in here, is he?
Someone else was here.
What's going on?
Whether or not you believe me or not, I could care less, because look at the facts. You
Look
can
at the
search me
facts.
right now. I do not have a lockpick on me.
Oh, there are many ways.
I will strip search myself for you if you want me to.
Oh my god.
Well, as tempting as that might be for a specimen of your
Can I reach through
persuasion.
the bars?
What?
Can I reach through the bars?
You could try.
Yeah, I'm going to. As soon as he says tempting, I'm going to grab and try to pull him into the bars.
Okay. Give me just a second here.
This is insane.
Have you met an idea by me that isn't insane, though? Listen, you know as your own DM what I'm capable of.
I know, and I love it.
Probably the only person in the world who would acid spray themselves just to try to sell something.
That was so good, though. That was the thing.
It worked. It worked.
It worked in game. It was
I
insane.
made a get help mechanical in that game that we played.
Okay.
He did the get help.
I'm gonna have to hear this story at some time.
Yes. It's a good one.
Alright, depending on how this goes, I'll cast a spell after this.
Do you want to make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh gosh.
I would love to make a wisdom saving throw. That's not a good wisdom saving throw, though.
Oh no.
It's a 7.
Okay, so he casts Tasha's hideous laughter on you.
Oh, that's messed up.
And you find his comment about, a specimen of your persuasion being tempting hilarious. You think that he is the funniest thing ever. And you fall prone before you ever get to him with just erupting in laughter.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, so you're incapacitated, you're unable to stand up. Yeah, okay. Right then, now that that's over.
Hey man.
I'm still cackling right now.
I
by the
have
way.
no need to speak with you anymore. And he turns and walks away.
I mean, listen, man. Can't you just at least just unlock the door or something? And I'm casting command with the turn being unlock.
Okay.
He has
Go
to make
for
a
it.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Please fail. Please fail. Please fail. This is probably my last chance.
Alright. You know what? This one's important enough. I want to use the Eldath dice.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
What's my the spell save is 8 plus the casting plus level or proficiency. So 2 plus
Spell saving throw, or spell save DC is 8 plus proficiency bonus plus your
modifier.
Plus your modifier from, in your case, it's what, wisdom?
Yes. So he has to be 13.
So he has to be to 13.
Not great odds because I'm sure he's a wise man.
So he gets a 13 exactly on.
Okay.
So he stops, he turns around, he looks at you. Cute. And he turns around and goes away again.
Can I kick the door again?
I mean, you can.
How long does the laughter last for?
You can make the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
So how many seconds have passed?
So it's probably been about that. It lasts up to a minute. So go ahead and roll.
That's a 4, so that's a no.
Once he's done with, taunting Treefell, he stops concentrating on the spell and it wears off.
So this is gonna be stupid. Ask Kalia, can I send my water to go and strangle him?
What is...
Oh, the swarm! I forgot.
I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, this is not an actual thing at all. But
Well-
now I'm curious because I have living water that I want to just let out of a gourd while he is still there, and just have it smother him. I don't care if it's my swarm going down his throat. I want that.
Well, so I'm trying to think, what are the limitations of the swarm thing? How does that work?
Let me look and see because I have no idea.
Because it is a dream state, but I don't want to break the mechanics of the
Can't
game.
break the mechanics of the game.
Okay, I have to get into the character sheet a little bit more here. Give me a second. I'm trying to
It's in
figure this
Tasha's
out.
cauldron, right?
It's all good.
Yes, I think so. It was Tasha's cauldron. Let me look.
Okay, Ranger, page 56.
Yeah, okay.
Ranger
Swarm Keeper.
archetypes.
Feeling a deep connection to the environment around them, some rangers reach out through their magical connection to the world and bond with a swarm of nature spirits.
Swarm becomes a potent force in battle. Yeah, but what are the swarming insects, miniature twig blights, fluttering birds, playful pixies? Each of your turns, you can cause the swarm to assist you in one of the following ways immediately after you hit a creature with an attack. So you have to hit it. Well, you learn Mage Hand cantrip if you don't already know it. When you cast it, the hand takes the form of your swarming nature spirits. You also learn an additional spell.
I will mage hand right now and shove it down his throat. I have no problems with that.
So he is. So he would have waited a little bit, before he lost concentration on the thing purposefully. Like he would have waited until until he was like pretty well safe distance away. So I mean, I would say if you see him again, definitely have that maybe.
I wish
Which
I
that's
thought of
that's
that.
something that we need to keep in mind though too, is that because it's a giant glass bottle basically on the back of her back, so taking fall damage, we'll need to keep that in mind with the bottle not breaking. Does that make sense?
That's fair.
So that's just something to keep in mind in the
Maybe I make
future.
it not a glass one. That way it doesn't break every time she falls.
Too late.
Oh no!
It's already maybe in the future after it breaks or something you can
That's probably
get a
it's
different
gonna probably
container.
break, and she's gonna be like, I maybe want a different container.
So
All right. Yeah, we can.
yeah,
do it.
so you can use it. So after you hit a creature with an attack, you can use you can use one of these three things. The attack's target takes 1d6 piercing damage from the swarm. The attack's target must succeed on a strength saving throw against your spell save DC, or be moved by the swarm up to 15 feet horizontally in a direction of your choice. Okay. You are moved by the swarm 5 feet horizontally in a direction of your choice.
Through the bars. That's not how it works.
So those are the three things that you can do with your swarm. In that regard. Nature Spirit take the opportunity to describe the swarm to the rangers.
I'm gonna say this: if she gets to level 7, though, Writhing Tide is going to be Writhing Tide straight down this dude's throat.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Well,
Anyway, so Nazintor, after about a minute, a man comes out fitting the same description that I gave to Treefell and Kalia. There's also someone else there that is brandishing a sword. They're looking around. They're searching. You do actually see them poking in the bushes a little bit. There are some bushes over on the right side, on the opposite side from where you're at. So they're poking around there. They're searching around the gate and whatnot that is currently open. You see them close it.
Did they
Right.
leave the door open?
The door to the
House.
house. That's a good question. Yes, they did.
So that door's open. And when they're not looking at me and not like focused in my area at all, when they're looking at the gate or something, I want to sneak into the house.
Okay. So roll a stealth check. I'm gonna say with disadvantage because you want to try and be as quick as possible, as quick and as stealthy as possible. So we're gonna just say disadvantage.
That would still be what I think is going to be a 16. Let me just double check. Yeah, 16.
16. You do beat both of them. So you're able to
boy.
slip in without anyone noticing.
All right, what do I see on the inside?
You see a very posh house with very intricate artwork and vases or vases, I should say. There is
Vases.
vase. Basically, the difference between a vase and a vase is how expensive it is.
Gosh.
I don't know where the cutoff is from vase to vase.
But you just kind of feel it.
I guess it's just, it's probably
a
just like a
feeling.
feeling, right? It's like cooking, right? Your ancestors tell you, cooking like traditional foods or whatnot. It's like my ancestors are telling me that this is the right amount of salt, right?
Exactly.
There are no measurements. Anyway, so I mean, you just see, it is the most egotistical, I have a lot of money type of a thing.
And they didn't say exactly where the diamond necklace was going to be held, right?
No, because they don't know.
No clue. Okay. Right. Most rich, pretentious snobs, which this guy qualifies as, generally keep them somewhere where they can display their wealth. So there's probably some kind of a trophy room where he has a diamond necklace hanging off of a mannequin's bust. Something dumb like that. That's usually one of those things. Or it's in a study locked away in some kind of a display case that they think is super protective, but it's really not because it's really easy to pick the lock usually. That's what he's thinking to himself.
Okay.
So
Makes
he's
sense.
gonna
Noticing how none of it was, where are my friends?
yeah, no.
Oh, don't worry, I know.
He is
I know.
100%. They're dead, and he's just trying to get the job done at this point.
Where are my friends? Who cares? Ain't my dream.
So he's gonna start looking for he's gonna go to the top floor. He's gonna start looking for the rich, expensive places, looking for the bedroom, the study, or the office that the guy works in, and any type of a trophy room he might have.
Okay. Are you still trying to stealth around, or what's your plan?
This one is all stealth, full stealth. I don't care how long it takes. I'm just gonna stealth away.
Okay. So there are multiple levels to the house.
So we'll probably go straight to the up to the top.
Up to
as
the top and
stealthy
then
as
work
he
your way
can.
down?
Yeah, work his way down.
Okay. So there.
Well, actually, wait. Sorry, really quickly. Does he notice a lot of people in the house, or is it pretty empty?
I mean, I was gonna say that as you're wandering around, you do find a few maids that are, furiously dusting away at the stuff that is everywhere.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of come across those as we need to, but there are a few people, mostly just servants and help hands.
Are any of his servants black dragonborns?
No,
Okay, all right.
Dang.
they're all human.
Just making sure. I'm just saying,
That'd
if
be
there's
a-
a black dragonborn, that dude's getting killed
Be a really beneficial.
to the...
Extremely beneficial.
I mean, to be fair, it is his dream, but I also
that's
don't want to
fair.
make it
It's
easy.
fair. No, I would ask that question in any case. Anytime. That Nazintor's trying to hide somewhere where he's trying to blend in. If he can assume the place of someone, he will. So even in his dream, he's thinking, I just want to see if I can assume, but if they're all human, that's fine.
Yeah.
He'll just hide from all of them.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and roll a stealth check.
18.
Okay. You're able to make it up to the top floor with relative ease very quickly, and you begin searching around.
I'll also keep tabs on if rich person who's a snob comes back. try to follow the rooms that he goes to. And if he seems like he's worried or anxious about anything, go to those areas in particular. Because maybe he's looking over and making sure that his stash is still safe.
Yeah. Well, it's like from your opinion, all of the stuff that you've seen is worth stealing. Like everything is very expensive and very top quality.
But this isn't that was I pretty much assumed that before getting into the house anyways.
Yeah.
I'm here for something specific. And that specific thing sounds like a bigger deal, so he's going to be more worried about that than the rest of his stash, even if that's not the most worth thing in his stash.
I get you, but I'm just letting you know that like everything to the Thieves Guild, because that is like the second part to your quest mission thing. The task.
It's a harder hit, but it's still well worth it. I wouldn't think this dude was actually as prepared as he was.
I'll be honest.
We'll involve the rest of the guild the next time, and this place will be burnt to the ground by the end of it.
So I'll be honest. You asked like, are there traps? Are there, any alarms? And I'm like, I'm gonna roll to see, which one there is, or if there isn't. And there was of both, and I'm like, sweet. So,
Nice.
so anyway, so that's
good dream luck.
Just so that you know. In these situations, I go purely off of your recommendations, even if you don't know you're recommending them. So
I need to start shutting up more often.
Keep it up, guys.
This is the second time that Jeremy has literally told me, because of something you said, I have changed something about the way they were being played.
What was the first?
The people, the bandits. You were like, oh yeah, I can play them a little smarter this time. And then they nearly killed both me and Kalia.
Like, hey teacher, wait, didn't we have homework?
Right, alright. From now on, don't ask if there's traps involved, and there will never be traps.
Exactly.
Who knew?
Stop that.
Stop that.
I don't like it when you're in my head.
Every time I've checked for traps, there's been a trap at the door.
If you wanna play smart, then we're playing smart too.
Now there have been times where I've done traps, ahead of time. So I will say that.
No,
but in a one-shot situation like this,
we're flying by the seat of our pants, boys.
I'm not asking any more questions about anything. I'm just gonna go find a diamond necklace, whatever it takes. Without any context of what anything is, I'm just gonna say, nope, it's not the diamond necklace. Let's keep looking for the diamond necklace.
Okay, we're gonna go back to Treefell and Kalia.
Alright, real quick question. Do I know what the diamond necklace we're looking for looks like?
It is a diamond necklace.
I told you it's a diamond necklace.
What?
I have not seen it before.
No.
It wasn't on him when we were talking to him. I think that's where you're getting at.
Yeah. Or, when we were getting the briefing for the mission, I guess.
No, so they didn't have a picture of it. Right, it's basically someone came to the Thieves Guild and was like, this dude stole my diamond necklace and he had no right to. He's a bully. Can you please go get it back for me?
Okay.
Right. Oh. So someone is actually paying the Thieves Guild for this mission.
Got it.
And then the Thieves Guild is like, this is a great guy to possibly steal from in the future.
Quick question as a Nazintor. I'm forgetting this. It's generally frowned upon to kill your marks, right?
You're the Thieves Guild, you're not the Assassins Guild.
Right.
Is usually how it goes. Now,
Nazintor's never been very good at that.
There are obviously going to be exceptions and warrants and whatnot. Because, a great thief can make a great assassin.
That's true.
But as a Thieves Guild, that's not what you specialize in.
All right, I'll keep that in mind as I go about potentially killing this dude in a dream.
Because murder, and kind of the thought process behind it is murder brings a lot more clout and a lot more attention than thieves want to have. Something that goes missing in the dark of the night, really hard to track that down. Murder, and plus, if something is stolen, someone will just kind of give up and be like, well, I guess I just lost that. Murder, there's a lot more investigation that goes on.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Good to know.
So, can I cast Locate Object?
How does Locate Object work?
Material for a twig. Describe the name and object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is a motion, you know the direction of its movement. Concentration lasts 10 minutes. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Or it can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. It cannot locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object.
Don't tell him that part.
Don't you dare.
Now he's gonna have to roll for it. George, we've been over this.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's lead around, apparently?
There's not gonna be any lead. It's. I mean, yeah, I like screwing with you guys. I don't want to screw you over.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Okay, so basically you can just say, I want to find a necklace.
A diamond necklace.
And it will... it will tell you basically all the diamond necklaces that are around.
No, it'll only tell him the closest one.
I believe so. And it's the...
So if this dude has a lot of diamond necklaces...
It says it's an object of a particular kind, so can I just say really expensive diamond necklace?
I mean, you don't know necessarily if this is like a really expensive diamond necklace. But what I'm saying is like, the person that came to the Thieves Guild and said, hey, can you buy me... Or can you go and
can you buy me a diamond
Can you buy
necklace?
me a No. Can you go get my diamond necklace back, right? It has very sentimental value. It could just have a single diamond on it, not a whole string of diamonds. Which is obviously... Anyway,
okay.
so it
might not be smart.
You could try it. I'm not saying not to try it. I'm just pointing out some things that might cause...
Interference.
If we're going to say this, though, go with the Skyrim version of the diamond necklace, which is a single diamond in the middle of a gold necklace.
There you go.
That's definitely how I've been imagining it in my head this entire time, since you said diamond necklace. So that's just me.
That's fair. But anyway, maybe I should wait to cast that until we are outside of the flippin' cage. So, got any ideas?
Well, so... After a couple of minutes of you guys being there, the man appears back outside the bars says...
Oh, Kalia is now literally right in front of the bars as well, by the way.
Okay.
She has moved, so she is straight up at the front of the bars. Hands are wrapped around the bars, and she is ready to grab this dude.
Well, so this time
and shove it down his throat.
Whatever he can. He's standing 10 feet away.
Yeah, he's actually
got the
standing back a bit.
If he comes in range of Mage Hand, that Mage Hand is literally getting shoved down his throat.
Okay.
I don't know if that's how Mage Hand works, but we'll see.
Not how Mage Hand works at all.
Yeah. All she needs is to intimidate him badly enough, though. Because she can let the rest of her swarm out going at him. It doesn't actually accept to get to him, and then if a part of it that is the Mage Hand but looks like that swarm appears right in front of her, right in front of him, going for his mouth.
It can be an intimidate check. That would work too.
I could very much get that dude to at least pass out, and then the Mage Hand can just grab something off of his pockets, and he can potentially use that. That's what I'm going with here. Not as necessarily as much of an actual damage in killing him. She will kill him anyways, but that's just a different matter altogether.
So he shows up outside the bars, and he says, well, I believe that you had a third member of your party. However, I can't find him. That tells me one of two things.
He's really good.
Tells me one of two things. Either one, he is very good, or two, he is a coward. Now, I'm trying to decide if he thinks that you two are worth saving or not.
I can already answer that for you. No, he doesn't. We already know where we stand with him.
I plead the fifth.
The fifth what?
Exactly.
I would listen to
Are
him.
you
He makes
sure?
a good point. He makes a good point right there.
Because you just
I would
outed
be very careful.
Because you
You
legit just
would
outed
be
us
very
because you know who the person
disappointing.
is. You just outed us.
We've already told him though. Oh, I guess that's true. I don't care at this point.
Yeah, this
douche isn't gonna do anything to us at this point that I'm worth being scared of.
Are you just two having this conversation over him?
Yeah,
no, this is table talk. Okay,
100%. No, because here's the deal. Nazintor's dream in his brain, these two at this point, all they're trying to do is distract him. So they'll do if they have to get tortured, if they have to be killed, anything to get this guy to more focused on them than himself.
So legit,
that's
you just
what's going. So her perception of this is just like, I'm going to do it. Like, I'll jump into anything because at this point, I just want him distracted more than anything.
So you literally go, yeah, no, he won't save us. And then I go, no way, you just outed us, you fool. Out loud in front of the guy. And now we're just like couples arguing.
Well, he didn't believe the first story. He's not going to believe the second story.
Well,
Look at him.
Well, why are you saying this out loud? You're not supposed to do this in front of the person we're trying to trick.
Oh, this dude's already been tricked. Nazintor's already in the house. This
Why
guy
did you
doesn't
just
know
say
it.
the name?
So anyways, we're going to just go on.
You can't just say their name like that.
Locate object. Does that have to do with names? Like, does that actually work with people's names?
No, there's a
No,
different
that's
spell for
locate
people.
person.
Oh, that's locate person?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
locate
there's a
person
locate
spell.
person.
I mean, unless we know of an item on him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that part out loud.
Which part?
The fact that, I mean, I could technically locate an object on him, but...
Oh, well, yeah, no, I know. That was DM to player. That obviously was...
Just making sure.
he just asks you some magical advice. So now
Oh,
that
wait, no.
now
You
that I
need
know
magical
his
advice? You need magical advice, Mr. Big Shot Wizard? Screw you.
Oh my gosh.
That swarm
know what?
is going to be inching closer to him.
You know what? I
At
do need
every
some magical
step of the
advice.
way.
I would very
Every
much
step
like
of
some
the way.
magical advice. And
I'm gonna cast silence
perhaps-
on him while he's talking
Perhaps
right now.
you, young lady, might be able to help me. He casts counterspell on you.
Wait, what level? Wait, it's third level or below.
It's
huh?
yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, sure, fine.
Okay.
Okay, there goes that one.
He's like, perhaps you might be able to help me with this particular magical inquiry. And he casts Destroy Water on your swarm. Because I'm genuinely curious how this is going to turn out. So,
By the way, it's not actually water. It's a swarm.
well, it's a swarm, but it's a swarm of
That
water.
takes
It's
the
a
shape and the
yeah,
look
it's
of water, but it's
they're,
not water.
They're spirits, and so I'm curious to see. Let me come and read this one more time, because technically that's not even one of the options in Tasha's Cauldron. I'm totally okay with that, but
I'm telling you right now, like, my thought process on it is it looks like water, but it's still like the spirits, so the spirits themselves aren't actually water. That's how I've always thought of it, but I'm fine. If you want to make it actual water, then that's a different matter altogether.
But I mean,
and
I
if
think
he
it would be funny
destroys
if
water
he
on
just wasted a
this,
spell like how
he's
he
dead.
wasted 2 of mine.
I promise you right now, if he kills her swarm, she's straight up going ape on him.
I would say
Like,
So-
it would be
straight up
pretty
adrenaline junkie, she will tear through the bars with her teeth to get at him.
which I
Absolutely,
I would kind of
100%.
want to see. So
funny. Oh gosh.
so so keeping in mind this is Nazintor's dream. Nazintor doesn't know that it is technically a group of spirits, so his mind is going to interpret it as water, as like some kind
That's
of living
fair.
water.
That is
That's
fair.
fair.
That's
That's
fair.
So in this dream state, it is actual water.
Her swarm
I can
is her
hear my
world.
dad right now. My dad
Her
is
swarm
so
is her
lost
world,
right now.
and she
He's
is
like,
going
"What?"
to scream and just rage.
So-
She's going to become a freaking barbarian and go into a rage. That is how this is about to happen.
So ready for this. Okay,
Oh, no.
so destroy water. You destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Alternatively, you destroy fog in a 30-foot cube within range.
So here's the real question: is the container open right now?
That one I'm going to let you tell me.
Considering she's trying to use the spirits to get at him, I'd say it probably is.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, I
And
mean,
I don't assume she's got a 20-gallon strap of living water on her back.
20 gallons would be mighty heavy.
Yeah.
Would be heavy.
But once again, for her, the spirits aren't heavy at all. Her dream state, apparently, the spirits are a lot heavier than the spirits
That's
actually
true.
are.
That is true. No wonder he thinks she's dumb.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, there's no roll to it. It's just literally like, you know, it's the spell called Create or Destroy Water. You can either create 10 gallons of water or destroy 10 gallons of water, and you could do more
Straight
at
up
higher levels.
both axes are being thrown through the bars at this dude, and she is ripping the bars to shreds with her hands.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2 attack rolls for the hand axes.
If I see her attacking, I'm assuming that I'm just going to join in.
Alright, so the first one is a 13, but I need to see what the bonuses are, because I have no idea. So 17 and a 10.
17 and a 10. So I'm assuming that 17 is going to hit. Oh.
It's kind of what I'm hoping, but at this point, I don't know how good your wizard's DC is. So
He's trying to
AC
figure that
is.
out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. But let's also, change the music to be a little bit more fitting now. Okay. Hello?
Meanwhile, Nazintor is just chilling upstairs, looking through stuff, searching through his drawers.
He's like, does that fit me? Holding up a dress to himself. No. Too small. So, he's just got no idea.
And in the basement, they're trying to go crazy through a cell wall, killing someone.
Oh, I love this game.
Absolutely.
It makes me really sad what Wizards of the Coast was trying to do.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm glad the Backlash did something.
Yeah, I think they realized they don't have as much control as they thought they did.
Yeah.
And what's funny is you were asking me earlier about, killing the mark and everything, and Kalia's just like, all right, bet.
Kalia's not in that. I mean, they're in the Thieves Guild and Dream, but they're not really Thieves Guild.
Catch me outside, how about that?
And once again, her perception of what Nazintor would think, she's just there at that point to distract any way she can. So even if she dies in battle, that battle is still a distraction for what he's trying to do, which is get out, and accomplish the mission, and screw the 2 novice Thieves Guild members that obviously aren't worth anything in his mind.
That's fair.
All right. So the 17 will hit.
All right.
Do you want to go ahead and roll damage?
Yep, that's a d6 plus 2. So that's 6 damage.
6 damage total?
Yep. And she no longer has 2 hand axes, so she's going to pull out her bow. Also, because we're into this weird mix of stuff, she has the spell Create and Destroy Water.
Is that even a ranger spell?
No, but
it's a Genasi thing, isn't it?
Spell as a Genasi.
That's fair. All right.
So if we're getting into this weird world where this is actually water, she's bringing the swarm right back and
All
still
right.
killing him. So
Well-
I noticed, I was like, oh, he did it, so I'm doing it back.
which I have to allow. I can't argue it. Otherwise, my dad will be really upset. Well, you'll be really upset with me for that matter.
I mean, it's a one-shot, so I wouldn't be that upset because it is kind of screwy in the first place.
Oh, it's very screwy.
It's so screwy, but it's really
I'm
good.
trying to keep it as realistic as possible, but then for the fun stuff, I'm like, oh, it's but I'm like, I genuinely just want to see what happens if we, apparently not much, but whatever. I destroy the swarm. Yay.
There is a reason I picture the way I picture, and the reason why the water is the thing. Because if I had picked any other character, I wouldn't make it water.
Yeah. This whole sequence is wild. I love it.
Sorry, I'm just
Wait a
writing
second.
down.
If it can be used as a bonus action, she's doing that right now.
It cannot.
Good.
It's one action.
Yeah.
We should do non-canonical dream adventures more often.
I mean, it's kind of fun, to be fair, though. But again, that's the great thing about doing it as a dream sequence is that
Who cares?
it's
Wait.
just out of
Bonus action hunter's mark. That I can do.
that you can do.
Can I retcon that I did that? Just kidding, I can't.
And where it's a surprise round, you know, we're just about to roll initiative.
Actual initiative, okay. That's fair. That's fair. Because, yeah, I'm sure he wasn't imagining that she was going to throw hand axes through the freaking bars to try to hit him.
Pretty good. Man, I would want to cast spells, but the problem is he has counter spells, and I don't know how many counter spells he has.
Well, he's already wasted one.
But then how many more does he have?
It's a good question.
Guess it depends on his level. If Jeremy's keeping it fair, probably however many you would have at that level if you had counter spells.
Well, no, they would be technically higher level though.
Oh, that's true.
Because a challenge rate, like a challenge rating 4 is not equivalent to a player level 4.
That's right.
It's higher. Huh.
I'm guessing at most 3. That's just my guess.
But then that means I have to waste 2 spell slots on this dude.
Well, aren't you gonna waste 2 spell slots on this dude anyways? Whenever you use a spell and he counters
Shut up!
Sorry, I
thought you just be a ranger, bro. You don't need to worry about your spells as often. And if he counterspells your freaking Hunter's Mark as a bonus action that you can do, you laugh in his face.
Oh, because Hunter
it's
Mark counts as
terrible.
a spell, huh?
Yeah, it is.
That's true. I have an idea, but I don't. But I think now that I'm playing someone really dumb, I don't think I'd do it.
Sorry, I'm modifying an already made character, so it's like I have to write down the spells that I need, and
So that he has counter spell, so it doesn't destroy the cannon.
I mean there is that. I mean, counterspell is a 3rd level spell, so it's not like. Anyway, like I said, I'm sorry. I'm writing this down.
Take your time.
It's literally a one shot that
Once
we came
again,
up with 30 minutes
All
ago
of
to
this
find.
time spent is just time that Nazintor has probably already found this diamond necklace and has left, and his 2 friends are just gonna die for no reason while
And
he's
then he
gone
wakes
back
up
to the
and he's like,
Thieves Guild.
"Whoa, there they are. They're still here. Whoa."
Go ahead and roll initiative though.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
Offense.
my rolls today.
15.
3.
Well, I mean, he got a 4,
Oh, well, I'm still last.
which is amazing to be honest.
Okay, I'm switching dice again. All of my dice need to go into dice jail.
I can't lie. I only brought these 2 sets, and these 2 aren't doing it for me right now. This is the first time I've stuck with a set of dice so long, and I don't like it. I'm missing my dice that I already know do well compared to other dice.
Hey, you want to use? You can use my dice if you want. Maybe they're nicer to you.
Well, and I've got dice here too if you need.
Is
Even though
there
that's not
a
actually-
stigma about using like the DM's dice? Because I feel like I can't use your dice because I'm afraid it's just gonna give me bad luck instantly.
It depends on the table for sure.
Okay, where the heck? Spartacus, Radford, Treefell, right there.
I mean, this isn't how stats work, but I feel like the superstition behind the dice is half the fun of D&D. So
I mean, that is there is
Definitely
that.
superstition to it. My orange dice do better than other dice, so I'm already like I like to use the orange dice way more than I should.
even though it might not actually, I mean, if they are perfect dice, and it's like it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Let's see. I like the feel of this one, so we'll see if it helps or not.
Those are nice dice. I like those.
This one is going to be my Kalia dice. I've got my Kalia dice. I've got to have a good Nazintor dice that isn't just black. I don't know which ones I want to use for him yet.
I need to get my own like white and purple dice for my character.
I'll
Or technically
probably
could
use...
do red and blue for since he has the cloak now.
I kind of like using the gray ones for Nazintor, so I might do that more often.
Character specific dice is nice.
Well, we'll kind of figure that out and just kind of go from there.
Just give him 10 hit points, and then that's really all that matters.
All right.
Die in one
He can
hit.
be any high level he wants, but then he only has 5 hit points because he's a wizard and he's fragile as crap.
Make him die in one hit. That'd be nice.
Oh, he'd already be dead.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Axe would have said, "Shh, doom," and she would have said, wow, that was a lot easier than I expected.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice
right,
dream,
picture.
Nice dream, Nazintor.
I mean, I'm still like at the point where like, so at what point does an Nazintor just say, "I screw this," and like everything just disappears in the dream
Yeah.
that is
And we
people,
just wake
and
up.
then he just like, is like I'm just
You just-
going through this house without anyone around. This makes it a lot easier.
You just hear like a loud noise, and then he just wakes up and is like, "Oh wow!" And then the dream's just over and go. Most anticlimactic one shot you've ever seen in your life.
Okay. Right. Anyway, so what was the? So Kalia was first.
She had a
Yes.
15 or something.
And then it was bad guy, and then me.
Treefell.
Okay. Well. Then Kalia, you're up.
Bonus action hunter's mark on him.
Okay.
Oh, I actually don't want to. Oops. Okay. I have to keep my spell slots the same, or else I'm going to be very confused why I have more or less than I'm supposed to. Anyways, okay. So yeah, she casted a hunter's mark, which I'm trying to pull up. Let me just remember. Choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. And you have any advantage on any wisdom or perception or survival checks you make to find it. Okay, cool. She's going to take out her bow, which I actually have to do in the inventory because it's annoying as crap. And she's going to fire her bow at him. She's got a long bow.
Okay.
So.
Do you have a dice jail? Do you have a dice jail?
10.
I mean, these dice are cursed.
I need to.
Oh, yeah.
I need to print another dice jail.
These
I-
dice are cursed, and they're not coming back out.
I'm not touching, never touching George's dice again. Lesson learned.
Goodbye.
Never again.
We'll see if my ladybugs are better.
That was a 10.
I'm so sorry.
That was a 10. That does not hit.
Right, that's your turn.
So bad guy 1. So
Great, there's gonna be more bad guys showing up now too. Just kidding.
I mean, we are
We
trying
don't
to.
know. We don't know at this
We
point.
are just here to distract, so whatever.
yeah, which we'll need to go back to Nazintor at some point.
And then like all the soldiers are just running away, and he's like, "What's going on?
What the heck's happening?
Oh well, that's good for me."
All the servants are running around screaming, "There's an attack! There's an attack!" And he's just like,
Yeah.
"Those. Oh, I guess that's a distraction. That works. I'll take it."
Yeah, the mage dude or the councilman is definitely making a mental note to put anti-magic warding on the jail cell.
Not if he's still alive, he will.
You mean anti-arrow or?
No, just anti-magic in general,
Okay.
because I mean you've tried to do some magic a little bit.
I
You've tried
cast
to do
2
a bit.
spells. Both
This is all in a
wasted.
dream, though. So is he really making those mental notes?
I'm making that mental note for later.
Shut
Oh,
up!
that's not helpful
Shut
at all.
up.
You cannot use this dream
Get
state
out!
as
Get outta
this.
here.
This isn't your testing grounds.
As a learning experience, heck yeah, I can.
How dare you?
This isn't your playground. This is indoors. Speaking of which, if some elvish chick just randomly appears and stabs this dude, it is Nazintor's current ex-girlfriend.
Great.
Just gonna throw that one out there.
Okay.
So he does cast mage armor on himself.
I hate mage armor.
Oh, I could have done stone skin if you wanted.
I hate everything to do with both of those.
So now his armor class has gone up.
That's fair. We'll just get natural 20s on everything. So
Yeah,
it
well,
doesn't
you know.
matter.
Okay.
Hey, yo, you ever read your character sheet and realize you had an ability that could have saved you a lot of times and you never used it?
What ability?
Stone Endurance. I can reduce damage I take at once a short rest.
You
As
need
a
to do that a
Goliath,
lot more often.
I
than
need
you
to do that a lot more often.
Yeah.
Take advantage of your character's abilities. Because you don't know when they're going to get one shot and you're not going to be able to play your character anymore.
Anyway. Was that his turn? Or has he still got stuff?
Yeah. I think that's about the only one that he's got that's... I don't think that any of those are bonus actions or anything.
Alright, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
I make an attack roll. Woo! 7 plus. And where's
small
my spell?
chance this hits.
I believe the attack roll is wisdom plus. It's my wisdom plus proficiency plus
8.
8.
Plus your spell attack, right? Whatever your spell attack is.
Wait. No, I'm trying to figure out the spell attack modifier.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
it's,
wisdom plus proficiency.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Oh,
wisdom
it's plus 5, so
proficiency.
12.
oh yeah, that's right. It's not plus 8. You're right. That was the DC. So it's
Does
12.
Does a 12 hit his AC?
12 does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't
his
think
AC.
so. Okay, cool. That's all.
Okay.
Back to Kalia.
Back to Kalia.
All right. Longbow again. That's a 17 plus 7. That's a 24.
That one will hit.
Oh, I should mention I have my shield out now.
Okay.
Right, so that's a D8 plus 5, and then it's a hunter's mark, so it's a D6 as well.
Okay.
So it's an 8 plus 5, so 13, plus 4, 17 damage in one hit.
Nice.
Pretty good.
My character, and if I had my swarm out, because I forgot to cast, I can't cast the water one yet, because it's a waste of an action, that would have been another plus 6, because I would have just done the piercing attack with it.
So he casts. So on his turn, he casts invisibility, and is now invisible.
All right, so
Your hunter's
I still
mark
have
does
the hunter's
something.
mark.
Yeah, your hunter's mark still does something with that. So hurry and look that up. See
Oh,
what
I
that
of
is.
get,
course.
I'm pretty sure I get advantage.
Of course I didn't keep Guiding Bolt. Of course. It's okay. Of course I spec'd that out for the dream sequence, in which a mage can go invisible.
I have advantage on any wisdom or perception or survival checks you make to find it. So if
Okay.
if it's disadvantage, it'll be a straight roll to find him.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Treefell.
Great. Man, what do I do now, huh?
Do you have any type of... No, I can't ask that. That's slightly metagaming. Can I metagame in a one-shot? How much do you care about that?
I mean,
It's a one shot.
I mean, here, I'll think out loud. I probably won't be able to hit him because my rolls have been awful.
That's
so I'm
fair.
just going to do a support spell, and I'm going to cast Bless on you.
All right, I'll take that.
That's a good plan.
I like that plan.
I will bless myself and you, so whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw, you can add a d4.
Okay. All right.
And it is concentration, so.
Is that your turn? Or
That
would you
is-
like to
that
pace
is my
around in the
turn.
cell a little bit?
I know that's a great thing.
I'm
You
going
guys
to
are
taunt
kinda...
him and say, "You coward!
There's no movement because we're just stuck in a cell. So like, what's the point of moving?
You coward! You like speak to me."
This would be really great to get like. I don't have any spells, but like Mass Effect areas.
I'm gonna
Or
say
area of
I'm
effect.
expecting a fireball at some point. If
Listen
I'm being
here.
completely honest.
Listen here, mage. Your mother's a hamster.
No,
I'm just gonna
Fireball
throw-
isn't even one of these. To be
I'm just gonna
honest.
throw insults to see if I can get him to respond, so I know where he is.
That's a fair plan. I like that plan. Nazintor would approve of this plan.
Kalia.
I'm going to see if I can see where he is. Wisdom, survival or perception? Which one?
It's a perception roll.
Okay. Right. Is it advantage or is it just a straight roll?
It's just a straight roll because you would normally have disadvantage.
That's not great. That is going to be... At least her perception is a +4, so that's a 14.
Okay.
And if she can't find him, she's still randomly shooting because it's
Yeah.
a hallway, and there's a decent chance that he didn't move that far from where he was currently located.
Did you roll your d4?
Oh, no, this isn't an attack. This is
Oh.
a perception
Oh, you're
check.
right. You're right.
Well, I think with a 17 here.
She's randomly firing.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
So, yeah, roll with
I
disadvantage.
quickly
Okay.
duck out of the way.
Well, not at you.
Just making sure.
Okay, disadvantage,
Flailing
but I
is
do get the
dangerous.
+4. Correct? For bless?
Yes. Right.
It's a 2.
Is that just on attack rolls? Is that on attack and damage rolls?
Attack and saving throws is where bless is used.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's not gonna hit. It was a natural 2, so unless he somehow got closer to her, I don't think he's going to be hit by it.
What would that be total? Because it was like a +7 or something.
Yeah, it'd be like a 13 or something. Like it'd be a 12 or an 11, I think.
Okay.
Because it's a +7 +3, so it would have been a 12.
So it would have been 12. Okay. Because it's still, I mean, like...
Yeah, but he also has mage armor right now, so...
Yeah. But that's why I wanted to make sure, because it's like, you know, a low roll with those high stats could still...
Yeah.
It could still hit a mage.
Potentially.
So that's why I
Mages
just wanted
ACs
to...
are typically not good.
Okay.
Look at the Mr. Big Shot here. Can't even beat 2 people locked in a cell.
What a nerd.
You know, I thought you were something cool. I realize you are just a sad, pathetic, lonely little man.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Jeremy's just like, I hate both of you right now. What can I do to cause your life misery?
Let's hurry and map this out, because I need to see where you guys are at.
Okay, well, I'm going to
this
use...
point.
Oh. For a second.
What a mess.
This is exactly how I envisioned this going.
Alright, what did I say? It was a 10 by 10?
Yes. So we're literally we're in a cube.
That's the hole.
Ah, yes. Have you ever seen the like news report where someone's just like in front of an animal cage, just like, now it's a good thing we're behind this cage because this animal could be very dangerous,
and
and it
it's a
just
baby
walks
rhino.
out, and it just casually walks out. I want to do that.
Yeah, it'll work. Let's get you guys some character pieces here. Here we go. Blue for Kalia.
Oh, you got pieces.
Well.
Oh. I mean,
Well, you might need it, because now you have Bless.
oh, that's right.
So figure out where you are in there.
Where is he?
So he was here, which I guess...
Oh, wait. Yeah, where was he? Invisibility. Oh. Somewhere. Oh, I assume I'm next to the door because I was trying to kick it down.
I was going to say, I don't know how you need to map out the fact that we're sitting in a cell, but we can be in the
I'm
cell.
like, oh, wait, where is he?
Yeah.
I can't say.
Do you want to grab a... Oh, I have them over here. Never mind.
Okay.
I just want to have one of the tokens ready.
Kalia's the blue one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be the gold. He'll be, who knows.
So is that where you guys are?
Yes.
I'm keeping this one as Nazintor for later. Nazintor is currently up on 2nd floor,
Somewhere.
wandering around. See, already I was envisioning a long hallway. So this is
That's all you can
the
see.
collapse, right? Or
What? So you're in the cell.
so these are the bars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right? And this is the...
That's the slide.
The slide that came in, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is all that you can see right now.
All right. Where was he standing in relation before he disappeared, though? Out of curiosity.
So he was around, like, this area.
All right, because Kalia would have been right here.
I think maybe we would have been switched because I feel like I would have been trying to kick the door down.
That's fair. She would have been trying to grab him through the bars. So he probably ducked around this corner.
Okay, so that's officially where you guys are.
I think so.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Wait a second. Can I retcon something? This actually, like, I literally did not realize I had this spell.
Oh no, what was it?
Tell me, well, I'm going to say no, because it is
That's
his
fair.
turn officially now. If it's something that you do next turn, that's fine, but since we have officially moved over to his...
I'm disappointed.
Why?
in
What'd you
myself.
do?
I have Fairy Fire.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice spell, huh? Really useful.
I was not expecting to use it because I wasn't expecting invisibility.
Oh, but you have your entire spell list available pretty much, right?
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah, I
have to
can use
prepare.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Well-
Yeah, you don't have to prepare like I do.
So he casts Lightning Bolt.
Of course he does. Does he?
Does that show? Does that jump out from somewhere?
Well, so he becomes uninvisible
Oh,
when he
okay.
casts
All right,
when
well,
he
that's
casts
fair.
a spell.
That's fair. That's fair.
So he apparently walked around the corner and has now got you two lined up in a straight line.
Oh, like
and
right
is gonna hit you both with Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
So I need both of you to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Holy, these sevens do not. The 7 very much makes me think it's a 1 every time I've seen it, but every time I have confirmed it is a 7. I hate it.
I think these ladybugs are doing better for me because that was a 19.
A 19.
I got a 14.
A 14.
My
So,
dexterity saving
half damage?
throw plus
Tree
7.
Treefell saves and he takes half damage. You take the full damage.
Oh my gosh, how many dice are you rolling?
8
Okay,
d6.
cool.
Well, Kalia's probably dead again, so it was nice knowing y'all.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right. What do we got here?
What do we got here? What do we got here, Jeremy?
Okay, so
Tell
2,
me.
4,
Kind of
6.
wish we had counterspell. That'd
We're
be
not high
helpful.
enough level yet for that. That's a 3rd level spell.
I know. That's all I'm saying.
21, 22. So that's 26 points of damage. So 13 to Treefell.
13. Okay.
Well, she's not dead yet, but she's
gonna-
about to be.
I'm gonna use my Stone Endurance because I know I have that now. Okay, I only take 7 damage.
And so you basically just reduce the damage.
Yep.
And that's just once per rest.
Yep.
Short rest. I have 3 current hit points.
And with that, how does the concentration thing work again? It's how much damage plus 10, and I have to beat that with Constitution.
So it's
Wait! Reaction! Reaction! I have a reaction for this. Absorb elements. One reaction. When you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack, which doesn't help me right now because I can't hit him with a melee attack, but the target would take an extra d6 of damage.
okay. So how much does that get reduced?
It doesn't reduce it, it just gives you...
Oh, just resistance and an
it
extra
says
bonus to
reduction,
it?
but it's just resistance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
What was I looking up?
Concentration.
Oh yes, thank you.
Not like it's going to matter because if you cast Lightning Bolt again, I die anyways. But you know what? I'm using all of the spells that I've wanted to use on her for a long
I
time.
go next, so I can heal you. I'm keeping spells for that. I have to remember I'm a life cleric, and I have to save spell slots for healing.
And that's 2 of my 3 first levels. That's 2 of my 3 spell slots used. So I still have another one if I need it. Okay, cool.
Got it. I have 3 spell slots left. Isn't the greatest.
I kind of want to save it because if I kill him, I'm going to use Create Water, I'm going to summon my swarm, and then I'm going to shove my swarm down that dude's dead throat.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. Deserved. Why do I have so many papers?
Okay, here we go. You have to make a Constitution saving throw, where the DC is equal to 10 or half of the damage that you take, whichever is greater.
Okay, so if I took 7 damage, it'd have to be 10.
Yeah.
Where'd my D? 13! I keep the concentration.
Yeah, I forgot that you only took... Because I'm like...
What was my saving throw again?
It was a Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. What number was it?
It was
I forgot bless.
12, I think.
I don't know if that would have mattered
Oh.
or not. It was a 14. I got a 7 plus a 7. So
And then D4.
if I didn't use the D, but I didn't use it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, it's already passed, but if you can remember that actually would have helped because the DC is a 15.
Mother trucker, dude.
Beef.
That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
That was the worst.
pisses me off.
I hate the fact that those words escaped my mouth.
That pisses me off.
Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
On a stick.
Watch your profanity. Anyway, all right. Treefell.
Kalia's murderous rage has been building and building as this fight has gone on.
Hey, girl, you need some heals? You look hurt.
She is...
Did that not drop you? I thought that would have dropped
No,
you.
3 HP left.
Oh, wow. So you have a 29 altogether?
I had a 29 left out of the 36 that I had from the fall.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
I thought I was going to get dropped too. When you said 8d6, I was just like, he's going to roll a 30 or above.
Well,
and I'm
yeah, no,
screwed.
not quite.
Oh gosh, I don't remember. Can I see the player's handbook? I'm trying to write this down. Thank you. I have to remember how the extra healing from the domain works. Because I always forget and I didn't write it down because I'm dumb.
Just pump
There
as
it
much
is.
hit points into me as you can so I can beat this dude in the face with an arrow.
Wait, say again?
Pump as much hit points into me as you can so I can beat this dude in the face with an arrow.
You gain hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So there's an extra 3 in this for you.
Oh, cool.
Extra 4 in this for you, actually, because I'm going to cast it as a second level heroes.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. 3, 5 plus wisdom. 3, 5, that's 8. Plus wisdom, that's 11. Plus another 4. 15.
That's not that bad. 18. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that's my action.
All right, Emperor Palpatine.
Limited power!
Kalia.
Rolling and trying to hit this dude with an arrow, and I'm gonna make him go this way if he wants to try to hit us both. He's gonna have to
Wait,
move.
could the water? Do you want to do the swarm or are you just hitting him?
I don't have the swarm right now because he destroyed it, and I haven't
Oh.
used the spell to regain the swarm because
I was
that's the
wondering-
thing that this dream logic is making happen right now.
But never mind.
Trust me, I'm bitter about it because in reality this would not work at all the
No,
way
it
that
wouldn't.
he wants it to. But in the dream, I'm like, fine, this is a perfect way of doing this.
The dream logic is interesting though. This is fun.
Yeah.
I thought that was a 1. I was about to be real sad.
So that's a 13, 16. Yeah, that's a 16.
A 16 will hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow.
You did it.
Okay.
He's a mage.
So that is a D8 plus 5, and then a D6 because I still have Hunter's Mark. Okay, so I rolled an 8 and a 7 on the D8. So that is a 12 plus a 1, which sucks, so 13 damage total.
Okay. 13 damage.
Oh boy.
And because I can, I'm going to back up 1 square like it's going to matter.
I know. I'm really upset that he doesn't have a fireball. Because boy, I
Well,
could.
yeah, if he had a fireball, we'd be dead already. Mr. DM.
I'd say it's still fair.
It is fair, but dang, that sucks.
Hi, Finn. Do you need to go
This is the
outside?
most intense dream I think I've ever seen in a long time.
Except this technically isn't even happening. Like,
Literally none of this.
because like this stuff doesn't happen in your dream. Like you don't watch someone else's playthrough.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
interesting.
maybe it's just Nazintor imagining what might be going on.
Well, and
There's
it's like
probably a
the
little
way
of
that
that
I'm going to
going
justify it is, later when you guys meet back up with him, you're like, oh, this totally happened to us, and he's like, okay.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Assuming we're alive.
Yeah, that's true. It's the great thing is we can kill you guys, and
There's
he wakes up and he's like,
no
oh, hey.
bearing. Oh, well, give me a player. I got the player's handbook now. Let me just make a new character for a dream.
Okay. keep forgetting that I don't know these spells off the top of my head, so it's like I have to like look them up. I will take you outside in just a second. Hold on. It's my turn. Technically, it's always my
Your
turn.
dog is very nice about asking for the bathroom. My dog will start barking.
I mean, it's been, hours
Yeah.
since he's been outside. So,
We're running over on the original time limit we had set.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have anywhere to be if
Nah,
you
I
don't.
care.
So, come on, there you
I just
are.
gotta drop a car off at 4.
Okay.
And then if we're still going, I can just be dropped back off here.
Well, considering that that's an hour and 15 minutes, I'm hoping we'll be done by then. Okay, so he's gonna cast Firebolt on Kalia. Because she's the one that's right now doing the most.
Wait,
Of
Treefell, jump in front of it.
Okay.
Use your reaction speed.
Thing is, if I was
Throws
a fighter, I'd actually be able to do that. But
Okay, so...
I'm glad that D&D doesn't have that, but sometimes I wish you could just say, can I just make a dexterity check to see if I'm quick enough to beat that?
that one would be a DM ruling, so I mean, that could become a thing. Ooh.
Yeah, but then it becomes everything can then be a dexterity check, so I get why that'd be annoying.
Yeah. So a 10 is not going to hit, correct?
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
No.
Yeah. No, Treefell.
I thought you said he was shooting
Oh,
at Kalia.
okay,
which
does it-
still doesn't hit me.
Doesn't hit
but-
Kalia? Okay, I don't know why I was
Nah.
thinking him.
Nah, it's all
Because
good.
I said, quick, Treefell, jump in front of it.
Oh.
What kind of puny little flame is that, coward?
So canonically, she just dodges behind Treefell and avoids it.
Yeah.
And then waves from behind him.
Alright, Treefell, think about what you're going to do. I'm going to take the dog outside.
Okay, do it.
Let's go outside, dog. Let's go outside, dog. Yeah.
Summon the giant rat and kill this man with a dream rat that comes out of nowhere.
I love that.
The rat all over again.
I don't have really much spells left. I feel like the best thing I can do at this point is either do a ranged attack on him or try to break the door down.
Or heal me again.
Or heal you again. How are you doing?
I'm at 18 out of 36. If I get hit
halfway.
by another one of those lightning things, I'm screwed.
You're halfway. You'll be fine. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's a dream. Since none of this actually matters, I could care less if you actually hit me
Honestly,
or
I'm like,
not.
yeah, I could die right now and I don't care.
Yeah. This is all low key, not supposed to
Yeah.
matter. I want to kill this dude. I want to kill this dream freaking person so badly, though. And I've hit him twice with really good numbers.
Yeah.
Like, without having the swarm, I have hit him for some
you do a
decent
lot of
numbers.
damage. I missed like all of my spells.
My problem with both of my characters is that I'd probably do more damage if I actually played them the way they're meant to be played.
Yeah.
Like, if Kalia was just sitting back using just her bows,
oh, she'd
she'd
be killing it.
shred stuff. Like, I'm just looking at this. I'm like a D8 plus 5 every time she hits with a longbow. Her hand axes she uses, even if she uses 2 of them, is only a D6 plus 2.
Yeah, it's
So
not
just
great.
on average, that's just you're getting wrecked by much more.
Yeah. Oh, here's a fun fact. My crossbow does more damage than my melee weapon
Yeah.
as well.
I might rethink Kalia. I might put Kalia as a range character. I'm keeping Nazintor. I want to keep him the dual wield, up close and personal, fighting with the fighters
Yeah.
type of role.
I mean,
I
especially
don't know.
with being,
We'll see.
I mean, with being a rogue, like, you're especially really good at just backstabbing people too, as long as someone else is near the person.
Yeah. We'll see. I haven't fully decided yet, but at this point, I'm very tempted to make Kalia an actual ranger and not a hybrid ranger fighter that she is.
I mean,
Or I'm gonna actually multi-class her as a ranger fighter, and then I don't care as much because the fighter will probably give me some abilities that could help with that.
yeah. I mean, I know in Xanathar's guide, there's like a subclass of fighter called the Arcane Archer that just gives you more arrows, which I feel like should have been a ranger thing, but oh well.
Yeah, that seemed weird. I'm gonna look that up because I have Xanathar's.
It should have. Like, why didn't? Whatever.
That's a fighter thing because now I'm kind of wishing I'd made. I love doing the arcane archery type of stuff in like other characters that I've made.
Yeah.
So that would have been helpful to have seen that.
I mean, I already mentioned that I wanted to try it either a bard or a divination wizard, but we'll see. Anyway, I think I'll You know, with my lack of spells, it's either take a shot at him with a crossbow or try to punch the door down again. I feel like, which one would I have a better shot at? Probably the door. The door seems the smartest to me.
Spiritual weapon, maybe?
Well, yeah, but I feel like that is a spell he will counterspell. For
Yeah,
sure.
well, we gotta do it at some point, or I'll counterspell something stupid at some point.
But then if I do that, I only have one first level spell left, and I don't know how much longer we'll be dream sequencing it up.
Oh, interesting.
Welcome back. We figured out how to destroy your master plan.
Oh, really?
No.
Why did you look up the stats?
Yeah. No, I
Is
don't
that
even.
really bad?
No, I didn't even.
We changed his max HP to be -2.
Oh, nice.
So he breathes and he dies.
So that way, when something hits him, you look and you say, oh, hey, he died. And then you're like, wait, I thought he had more health than this.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, Jeremy. I'm the DM now. The guy. The guy kills Overs and dies because he had a flippin' disease and he dies.
This man has a heart attack from 2 strangers fighting him in a jail cell.
His pride got so hurt that his brain exploded.
I kind of am going to not lie. I'm going to encourage trying to find natural ways to kill people in this game from now on. Can we give this man a heart attack? Is that possible?
Boy. All right. I'm gonna kick the door down.
Okay. You want to make an athletics check?
You got it. What is that?
That's a 2.
Oh. That's a 7. Kick the door down.
No.
Kalia might be started. Dream Kalia is definitely agreed with Nazintor's perception of Treefell at the current moment. Real Kalia would also be questioning whether or not Treefell is anything more than just a little bit of a frog.
Well, I also did not spec spiritual weapons, so that's my turn. Have fun. Your turn.
Okay. Kalia, you're
Kalia
up.
is gonna just hop on over here again and shoot him with a bow.
I'm the best fighter you've ever seen in your life.
That's an 18 naturally, so I think that hits. Because it's a 25 total.
Yep, that'll hit.
No, it doesn't hit, so sorry.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look, someone changed the DC of it.
Whoa, where did this come from? Whoa!
Seriously, that's another 7 on the freaking D8. Alright.
That's pretty good.
So that's 12 plus 2, which is 14 damage.
14 damage? Okay. Okay, Treefell, you need to step up your game
Got
here
a
or something.
lot of health.
You said 14?
Yep, 14. And once again, she's just gonna stand right there. Just kind of chill.
Okay.
You could go behind me.
No, because then he uses the lightning bolt again.
He can step 2 steps to the right and he can move. You guys can't.
Wait, yeah, there's no. Yeah,
Yeah, but then
go
he
behind
triggers
me.
the mouse trap,
Yeah.
and he just gets taken out by a giant dream mouse that comes rampaging down the hall.
Yeah, hey, watch. Hey, watch. Here, hide behind me, and he just does this. Dear
Look,
goodness.
this is dream logic. Nothing makes sense, okay? Honestly, realistically, she'd probably try to get back up in the slide and hide around a wall.
Probably.
But I'm not gonna make that effort because it's a freaking dream and I'm too lazy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. He's gonna cast a mirror image.
Of course he's gonna cast mirror image. Of course he's gonna do that, Jeremy. Of course.
So, do you want me to cast something else?
I'm good with
No,
whatever
mirror
at this
image
point.
is fine.
That's just the defeat right there. No, mirror image is fine.
It's not like you're gonna hit him with anything anyways. You're just rolling zeros anyways.
Shut up.
Have you rolled above a 10 this session? I don't honestly know.
Shut up.
Um,
Oh my gosh. Hi, Finn. Hi. Hi, Finn.
Okay, yeah. So now suddenly there are now 3 of him.
Of course there are.
Cool. So, stupid question with Hunter's Mark. Can I still use like perception to try to figure out which one's the real one?
Let me look.
Because he's still marked
Each
technically.
time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead hits one of your duplicates.
Okay.
If you have, so there's actually 4 of him. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. With 2 duplicates, because they're all within his space, right?
Okay.
That's something to note as well. So they all basically just take up his space and just within that 5-foot block.
Got it.
So
there's no way to get around that. Okay, that's fair.
okay. So Treefell.
I'm gonna crossbow bolt him. It's a 3.
Keep it going. You're doing great.
This is 6. This is 6. This is 6. Tell me. This is 6.
No. How do you? You're kind of halfway there. Almost halfway there.
Right.
Kalia.
Arrow to the face once again. So that is a 14 with bless.
Oh wait, no, I still have concentration on that, huh?
Right? You haven't cast anything that would
Break
change
it?
that, and
No.
you haven't lost it.
Nope, I'm good.
So that's a 16 total.
16 will hit.
So now
Wait, does
you
casting
do your
another
thing.
spell while concentrating on a spell break it?
No.
No.
As long as it's
so
not
long
a
as it's on the-
concentration.
Oh, okay, we're good. I forgot I had.
Okay, so that hits. Do you want to roll damage?
Do you roll to see if it hits him first or not? Or
Well, so I mean, you can still roll.
Oh,
We'll
okay,
just see
got it.
whether it hits him or.
well, hopefully it doesn't, because this one was the 2. So this one was only 8 damage total.
Okay, well, it doesn't hit him.
Does it at least kill a mirror image?
Wait, 10. Sorry, say again.
Is the mirror image gone?
Yeah, so it hits.
Okay.
So it does hit one of the mirror images,
And that just disappears.
and it disappears. So now there are 3 of him.
Got it.
How we
I'll
killed-
find the real one
We killed
eventually.
him. We
I'll
killed
find
him.
the
We
real
did
one
it, Kalia.
eventually.
We did it. We have to just deal with his 3 other clones.
And you see as all 3 duplicates of him look over in your direction and says, "Will you shut up?"
You first.
If you want, you can take the Goliath. Just let me go. I'm okay with that at this point.
So he says, "Well, as you wish," and he casts invisibility. So now him and all of his similitudes look are now invisible. So now not only do you have disadvantage, but now you have a very high chance of hitting one of his duplicates even still. Because the mirror image is not a concentration spell.
That's okay. We prepared for this.
Okay. Is that it? Is that his turn?
Yeah, so it's your turn now.
Okay, great. What can I do? I don't think I can do anything.
Can you see the ball? Give me the ball. No, not that ball. Okay.
I'm gonna kick the door down. Does an 11 break the door?
Dude, you're doing great. Keep it up.
Don't pity me. I know it doesn't.
No.
Go, Kalia.
Alright. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to see if I can perceive him in his invisibility with my hunter's mark.
Okay.
So that's a 14.
I'm gonna say not.
Alright, then I'm casting Fairy Fire. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. It's going to get rid of my hunter's mark because it's a concentration.
But he has to make a saving throw, doesn't he?
No, for the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Okay. So you cast Fairy Fire, and you see as 3 objects, in the shape of a human, are now glowing.
Took
Cool.
long enough.
I'm going to fire my arrow at it, and since it's affected, I have advantage on it. Because I can see it. Right?
Yes.
Because he's no longer invisible and I can see him.
Correct.
And this lasts for up to a minute, so I have 10 rounds of this. And he can't move out of it, as far as I'm aware. Right? Now that it's affected him, it's just affected him? Or how does that work?
I'd have to read it again.
Yeah. Oh. Good thing she's got advantage, because one of those was a 2, the other was a 10, so that's 17. Plus the bless, because I'm still blessed.
Yeah.
That's a 21 total.
Probably not for long.
I get rid of
So
my D6.
I'll just say that you release an arrow and it hits one of his
Mirror images.
images, and now it is gone.
Alright, I can accept that because that was a 3, so I'm okay with hitting.
Basically,
image.
you just have to beat their armor class, and it disappears.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you do any amount of damage to it, it disappears.
But isn't there a chance that it hits him?
And that's what I'm rolling for
that's
here.
what you've been rolling.
That's what I roll back here.
Got it. Alright, we're good then. Meanwhile, Nazintor
We killed
has
another one.
trapezed over to this part of the house.
Oh yeah, should we take a quick?
Nah, I think we keep going with this one because
Okay.
we just gotta finish this out at this
Hey,
point.
Kalia, good
Because
job.
if they kill him, then I guess technically the mission's done and they can come help him and find it quicker.
If they can get out, yeah. Can
Oh.
they get out, Treefell?
Can they?
They might be able
I don't know,
to.
but it looks like
She
our
has
odds
a
are good. We
cantrip
killed
of
two
Mage
them.
Hand. She can use Mage Hand as a cantrip.
We killed him a second time.
Okay, so now it's his turn.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I guess you watch as the 2 of them move about 10 feet to the right, because there's still 2 of them, and they cast another lightning bolt.
Mother of pearl, dude.
Well, I'm out of spells, so I can't reaction that.
So make a dex saving throw, both of you.
I'm
I
still
swear-
blessed.
I swear, if this is the one time I roll good. Yeah, no, I don't. 10?
That is a
Total?
11.
Okay, there is. Okay, just off these 2 dice, it's a 20. That's before adding my freaking
Okay, so Kalia's fine.
saving throw. 27 total.
Good job. I'm so proud of you. You did a great job.
So
I still might go
Put
down.
the
If he
dice
rolls high
down,
enough, I
Jared.
go down.
what?
If he rolls a 36, I still go down in one shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Just kill us, man. Just do it. Stop kicking us while we're down.
But
Just
tell
end
me
it.
how close this dude is to dying, because
Just
if we are
end
not
it,
close
man.
to killing him, I'm gonna be
Just
kind of
end
mad.
it. We're already dead, man.
So that is 30 points of damage.
Okay.
15. I'm back to 3.
Good night.
You're down?
Down.
You're actually down.
Yeah, good night.
This is the first time I'm not the first one down in a fight.
Oh,
Ah.
you're blessed, by the way.
That's fair. I did its purpose. It saved me this time.
So you hear as he just makes an audible gasp of relief. Silence at last. Right then. Well, that was fun and entertaining, but
Can
I
me
spy-
going down be as
I-
loud and obnoxious as possible?
No.
Just groaning as long as possible while I'm still conscious.
when it's finally silent, Edgar. Silence at last. Well, I suppose I should go and find this Nazintor friend of yours. It was quite a pleasure.
You're kidding.
And he just walks away.
I'm shooting another arrow at him.
Okay.
I've got a range of 150 feet. If
So
this
there
dude's
is-
trying
there
to
is-
ignore me, I'm going to shoot another arrow.
There
at
is
him.
still the second one of him, yeah. But go for it.
Oh, that might not actually hit. That's a 13.
A 13, yeah, that does not hit.
That's fair.
So yeah, he walks back that way and calls it good.
That's hilarious.
How close is he to dying?
You got him about half.
Okay.
Gosh.
That dude has way too much HP.
I guesstimated. I mean, he is out of his 3rd level spells. So
Okay.
anyway,
That was pretty funny. He was just really mad at me. He just did not like me.
So Kalia is going to continue to just try to break the doors open at this point. That's all she can
do you want to stabilize your friend before he dies, or
Nah.
She can't stabilize him though. She doesn't know how to do that.
yeah? So okay, so do you want to make 3?
Sure.
Do you want to make some death saving throws?
Yeah,
I mean, am I being wrong here, or could she
I mean,
stabilize
technically-
him still?
Okay, 2 fails. Okay, it was 2 fails, 1 success. Okay, I'm dead.
Just Kalia doesn't even try. She just keeps ramming her shoulder up against the door.
Once again, we're in dream perception here. None of this is real.
Oh, I know.
Oh my gosh.
She's just trying to be a distraction, so she's gonna go find him and distract him more.
My final words. I'm so.
That's true. They're the final. I'm so. That's her final words.
Yeah, that's it. Because I couldn't think of anything else.
Fetch you, Kalia.
So in character, just.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, good luck. Have fun.
Well, don't
Has
give up
Nazintor
quite yet.
found
I
this
know.
diamond necklace by
I
now or
know.
not?
All
How
right.
many rounds? How many seconds was this that we kept him busy?
Well, to be fair, we went through like a good couple of rounds, but it's only been like a minute. So he's not even done with the first floor yet.
Oh my gosh. Alright. that was funny. I don't even care. I don't even feel bad that I'm dead. I'm just laughing.
All right. Well,
Ghosts
not
of
how I was planning on that
Treefell
turning out.
running around right now in the house looking for a diamond necklace to see if you can find it.
You guys ever heard the term "fish in a barrel"? It's now going to be players in a jail cell. That's my new phrase for that
I
term.
love that.
Everyone's like, why do you say that? And I'm like, well, there was this one time where I threw some characters in a jail cell and they picked a fight with the wrong person. And it's just really easy to make to do some high damage stuff.
Some trolling.
When they can't do anything.
In our defense, though, I think if our entire party was here, we could have taken this dude in this.
Oh, definitely.
100%.
Well, and it's
Like just Kalia alone got him to half health. Sorry,
Yeah, 'cause-
Treefell,
oh,
you
I
did
know.
not do jack squat other than heal her.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know. Can I
and
use
the
someone
bless.
else's dice?
The
All
bless.
3 of my sets are
The
awful
bless was
today.
good.
the bless definitely helps. I don't think you didn't do anything.
know, I
No,
know.
you definitely.
I know, I
did,
helped.
but-
I dented the door. That helps too.
Like you put Nazintor in there, and you get someone
Thanks,
somehow within
appreciate
5
it.
feet of this dude, he dies in 2 shots.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so on the top side, you hear very calm and peaceful music as you were just hiding from the miscellaneous maid, or
Do they look
Absolutely
easier to
nothing
kill?
strange
Can I just
going
take them all out?
oh, you
in
can come
one
back as a
shot?
ghost.
I have unfinished business. I need to backhand the stupid mage.
Seriously, Ghost Boy, Ghost Star, follow after him. You got
Okay, yeah,
this.
sure. Let me roll a perception check.
We're making this canon. He is a ghost is following this dude around.
Sweet, let's do it.
Okay, cool.
I love this game. Oh, I love this
I'm just
game.
gonna assume my stats are exactly the same.
Yeah, I think for the most part, that's probably just what we'll do.
You're so good at this. You're just. This is.
Is that a
This has
one?
got to be a record. That's a 4.
Have you listened to the Critical Role podcast, George? Have you listened to the Critical Role podcast when they had Will Wheaton on there?
You are the
I
Will.
don't
No,
think
you
so.
are the Will Wheaton of our table now.
I don't think so.
He has what he calls the Wheaton curse, and he never rolls above a 10. Like, the entire game, he never rolled... I think, heck, he probably never rolled
Maybe
above a
once.
7.
Once he
Once.
might have, and it was on something stupid that didn't matter.
Right, and everyone was like, how? Like, physically, how? Right, and and Matt being the critical thinking of them all, he's like, okay, I'm just curious. Try this dice. And he gives him a dice, and he rolls like a 2 on it. And he's like, all right, well, and so I'm assuming that it was a dice that, like, Matt uses all the time
That's a
and
good
rolls
one.
really good one. He just rolls so low on it. He's like, well, and
You are cursed.
so, and they actually,
By the way,
cleanse-
you're not allowed to touch my dice because he curses dice sets, and I'm not allowing that.
Yeah,
to
they
happen to
they
Matt.
cleansed his seat the next go around, the next session. They cleansed it with burning sage. Like, that's how it starts off. Is you just see one of them. I can't remember which one, but one of them is just waving burning sage over it. And I'm like, that's so funny.
Do you want to know something though? That's still fully in character.
Yeah.
Like, oh sweet, I'm a ghost. Here, let me go help.
Yeah.
Oops. Awful job.
Oh, comes back. You come back as a ghost, and you're like, whoa. And Kalia is there.
Go
and
find
sees
him.
Okay.
Go get him. And you're
Comes-
just like, oh yeah. Oh,
Remember,
like right
you
now.
can fall through walls.
Okay. I leave. Come back. I couldn't find him.
Go back and find him. He's in the household
I can't
somewhere.
curse your dice.
I mean, you can keep trying.
I want to keep these ones.
Go get Nazintor if you can't find him. Go be helpful. I'm
Okay.
stuck in the cell. Go find the keys and get me out of here.
Okay, sounds good. And I just leave and I don't come back. Where did I go?
He just goes in his shame. He just goes wherever a ghost goes to be shameful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
The real Nazintor would be face palming beyond measure right now. If
I'm
you
just
knew
gonna-
of any of this transpiring down below.
you know what? To be fair though, this does still fit with Nazintor's perception of Treefell.
100%.
Right. So when
That's
you do
why
see
I'm laughing
Treefell,
so much.
right? Because again, like picture it all from Nazintor's thing, right? He's just searching, and then later he's gonna come across Treefell and Kalia, and Treefell's dead, and he's like, well, it's typical of Treefell. So like,
That's typical. I'm just gonna stay invisible and just trail Kalia until he finds Nazintor. And then I'm gonna appear behind Nazintor just like, whoa, I found him!
okay, so Nazintor, go ahead and roll. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the first room you come to seems to be a guest bedroom.
Right. Skip that one. I don't think there's going to be anything in there. I'm looking for the rooms that I feel like are going to be more important.
Okay.
Or is this your way of saying that the guest bedroom is more important than we realize? Now I don't know. I'm overthinking things now. All right. Let's go in the guest bedroom. Why not? Screw it. Screw it. We're on an adventure. Let's just see where this adventure goes. Checking for traps, checking for alarms, as I should do because you already have proven that there are stuff in here. So just gonna do it. Let's go.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. Perception roll for.
Hey, that actually wasn't that bad. He might have an okay perception roll this time. It is a 16.
16. You're pretty confident there are no traps or anything around.
I'm pretty confident.
We're rolling with it.
He's of the opinion that you can't be too sure of anything.
That's true.
That's why he has the alarm feat.
Pretty good.
Have you met Nazintor yet?
Of course I have.
So still cautiously moving forward. Do you want to roll a perception check or an investigation check or anything? Or?
Investigation, because I'm a lot better at investigating than I am about perceiving things. Because that's a dirty 20.
Okay. You are confident that the necklace is not in here.
Yeah, okay. Next room.
Next room is this big, grand room with this huge bed, probably like a double king or something, right?
This definitely is where that dude sleeps.
Yeah.
I want to check for traps in this room, specifically around stuff that might also have hidden backs, secret switches, things of that nature. Which isn't necessarily a trap, but I'm looking for both.
Okay, so there is, on one side of the room, there is a walk-in closet. There is a big dresser with a big mirror on the opposite wall of that walk-in closet. There seems to be like a master suite bathroom on the third wall.
I'm checking all of it. The walk-in closet,
Which one do you want to go to first?
mirror. I want to do the mirror thing first.
Okay.
I want to check to see if I notice anything that looks like it could be a hidden back, and if I can't find that, I'm going to try to smash the mirror because I think it's a hidden back anyways.
Okay. Roll investigation check.
Either way, you don't even need to investigate. Just smash the mirror.
I want to try to do it stealthily, though. I want to try to
that's
find it and make it so it seems like nothing happened.
That's fair.
I don't want to leave any evidence. But I'm going to smash it either way. Because that's a natural one, so... 100%. I will. I said this. I was going to do it.
Well,
I will smash it. I wanted to try to find it without breaking it, but if I have to break it, I will.
Okay. So you go to it, and you're looking around, and you're like, well, I can't find any hidden things. I mean, just to be sure, and you... I don't know if you punch it or what.
I would assume like a dagger hilt to the back, like back of the dagger straight to it.
Okay. Very loud crashing sound of
I'm going to hide in the
glass.
walk-in closet and go up on the top and try to hide on the ceiling of the walk-in closet.
Okay. So when you break the mirror, it does reveal kind of like a type of passageway.
Ooh, never mind. We're going in the passageway. Sorry. Jumped the gun on that one.
So you break the mirror, you panic, go up to the top, you look down, oh wait, there was a passage. You run back down and go into the passage.
Have you met Nazintor? Loud sounds, things that happen suddenly, he panics and tries to hide. I've done it every time. I have stuck to that character, and I'm going to stay in that character.
Love it.
So, okay. So you rush and you climb into the passageway, and you hear people approaching the room.
I want to try to get as far into the passageway as I can before hiding.
Okay. So it leads down about 20 feet before it turns sharply left. And then it turns... Sorry, I'm trying to picture it in my head here.
It's a left, then a right, then two lefts, and another right.
And then after that, you have to do a U-turn, and then make sure to do another right, take two lefts.
Go up the loop-de-loop, and then back down.
Make sure to go forward in the roundabout.
And then it's door number 3, which will take you to door number 5, which then goes back over the hallway into door number 2.
Which
So-
is then...
And now we have a Scooby-Doo moment where I'm being chased by guards, and I'm just running through one door, they're going through another, and then we meet halfway in the middle, and then we both go the opposite direction, and then it just becomes chaos.
This is the greatest dream I've ever seen in my life.
Wish my dreams were like this. So, okay. So it just leads down the hall 20 feet. You go left for another 5-10 feet, and it opens up into a bigger room. And this seems to be like his secret stash of stuff. Right? So, I mean, there's...
I'm grabbing every single diamond necklace I can find in this room, taking them all. I don't even care. I'm taking every single diamond necklace I can get.
So you do grab a number of diamond necklaces. There's stuff like embroidered tapestries. There's different kinds of weapons and clothing. And
Ooh, if I see any cool daggers, I'm taking them all too. I have a sack that I'm just shoving crap into at the current moment.
there are not any intricate daggers.
Oh, that's not fun. Then I'm not taking any weapons.
Okay. Yeah, so in total, you grab 4 diamond necklaces, all of varying worths and such.
Okay.
But there's
I'm
a good chance that one of these is them.
also guessing that he isn't the type of dude who, in like National Treasurer, there's 2 entrances and exits to this secret chamber. Does it look like I can climb onto the ceiling? And how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is only about 7 feet tall.
Ooh.
That's it.
I'm 7 feet, so I'm literally like brushing my head against the ceiling right now. Is what you're telling
And
me.
there is no other exit that you can find.
Ooh. Okay. Real weird question here because I think I can do this, and this could actually be kind of fun.
Uh-oh.
I have a pouch of pixie dust. I don't remember what pixie dust does. You told me it was a magical item I got, so I assume that in my dream I have that magical item.
Do you remember what it does?
I have to.
What
look
does
it up real
Nazintor
quick.
think it does? Because that's probably what it will do. Even if that's not what it actually does in real life.
Do
Well,
I
right now
remember
he
what
is
it does?
thinking that
I
it
don't
would
know.
tell him that it would help him go invisible. I don't actually remember what it does at all because I wrote it. Wait, I do know. I wrote it down. I just forgot that I wrote it down. Where is it? Party info, party supplies. Nope, just kidding. I only put pouch. Why did I only? It's just I put pouch of pixie dust. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. I could have sworn I put it in the description.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Did I text it to you, or...
You. No, you told us. You told us, because that was the pouch he found in the robber's place, and he went and got that identified, and then you told us what it was. The next session, we had it identified.
I did text it to you.
Oh, you did text it. That's why I can't find it, because I left it in the text. And forgot to copy it
As an
over.
action, you can sprinkle this dust on yourself or another creature you can see within 5 feet of you. The recipient gains a flying speed of 30 feet and the ability to hover for 1 minute. If the creature is airborne, when this effect ends, it falls safely to the ground, taking no damage and landing on its feet. A small packet holds enough pixie dust for 1 use. And I think I said that there was like 3
uses of it, yeah.
I mean, that's still pretty good because no one ever looks up.
It's a 7-foot ceiling.
Exactly.
Is the ceiling in the tunnel bigger than that? Or is it 7 foot through the tunnel as well?
Do you want to... So you never technically rolled like an investigation for like a secret door or something. Do you want to...
I want to take a second if I got the time to try and find somewhere else to
Sure.
hide. Yeah. So investigation?
Yeah.
That's not great. That's a 13.
Uh-oh.
But I'm just gonna fly out of there as fast as I can, so hopefully it works.
I gave that item to him like forever ago.
I actually am if I found a use for it, I'd use it. I just haven't found a use for it yet.
May 14th was when I sent him the text.
Oh my gosh.
I told you, it was a long time ago.
Wow.
When...
But it was not as long canonically in the game. Like it's only been a couple of weeks since then. In
Yeah.
the game.
It has. In the game, it's only been a few weeks. Holy
Jeez.
crap, it's taken us a year to get through a few weeks.
Dude, yeah, it's been a
Jeez.
little.
It's been nuts.
In our defense,
I mean,
we've
it's
had some
probably
bump
been
and
like,
tears in
you
the
know, a
road.
month, like probably 2 months.
So we've had a few times where we've only had like one meeting in a month, and it just kind of
Yeah.
makes it hard.
Well, like this is going to be like session 16
Yeah.
on record.
So
Most
done
I've ever
lot.
played a single D&D game.
For 16 sessions, I feel like we've done pretty well at getting
No.
through stuff.
Absolutely. Okay, anyway, so. What do you want to do? Oh, I never told you what that
Well, I
roll
was
found.
gonna hope that something happened when you told me that, but I don't
Okay.
know.
So, subtlety is not this man's strong suit. So, there is, like over on the coat rack type of thing, where you were seeing like the intricate robes and whatnot, there's just a whole bunch of robes piled up on all of these different coat hooks, but one of the hooks has nothing on it.
I'm gonna go touch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just jiggle it
And
around.
just yank on it.
Yeah.
You yank on it, and a door opens up, leading away.
We're following that door.
All right.
Straight
Can you
through.
close the door behind you?
Can I?
You
I don't
sounded a
know.
little Irish right there, or like
What?
Scottish. Yeah, close that door to behind you.
That wasn't even
I
intentional.
have no
Obviously,
idea
you
if
didn't
I
do
can
like
or
the
not.
heavy, but just the influctuation of it was like, oh. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, close that door to behind you. Yeah, so you can just push the door closed, and you do actually find a couple of boards because it looks like this tunnel is relatively new. You find some boards on the other side of the door that you can actually wedge
Yes.
up against it.
Definitely doing that. Making this hard as possible for him to find me.
So it's still kind of under construction. So there's still just some of the building materials there. Okay, so it's dark. I don't think you have. Do you have
No.
dark vision
I do not.
as a dragonborn? That's
I think
so
you
dumb.
should. 100%.
I feel
but-
like in Fizban's Treasury of Dragons you might, because Fizban's Treasury of Dragons is just how dragonborns need to be played. Like this is just fantastic. I really need to read through this more.
Well, I'm fine adding into
Anyway.
it, but that's a discussion for a different day.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. That's right. I forget some of the stuff that's in this book. This book is so cool. Since you're so into lore, that one. If you're into the lore of dragons,
That's the next one I'm gonna buy for sure.
that one is so cool.
Yeah.
It introduces a new age of dragon, and in order to introduce that new age of dragon, there's like multiverses.
Ooh.
So basically, there's so the
many
concept of it
dragons.
is this dragon. So in order for this dragon to reach that level of dragon, so this is a huge tangent, and we'll come back to the game here in just a second. But this is so cool to me. So a dragon can develop something called dragon sight, and dragon sight is becoming aware of its other iterations in the different
Oh my gosh.
parallel planes, basically. When a dragon basically a dragon needs to morph itself with those other iterations of itself in order to make itself more powerful, and when it has done that, it becomes like, I think it's called a great worm, where it's above an ancient dragon in terms of power, and it basically becomes a god when it does that, right? And it becomes like Bahamut level difficulty.
Interesting.
It's super cool, and also, they introduce like the crystal dragons, and talk a lot more about just playing dragons in general as a DM or however. It's a phenomenal
Interesting.
book.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
So anyway, yeah, but that's kind of what it, and that's just in the first couple of pages where it talks about that great worm thing or something. I can't. Anywho, okay, so you are now in the dark, in a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Can I pull out my hooded lantern and light that,
Sure.
and then use that to start going
Yeah.
as quickly as possible?
So wait, Treefell, you literally just stayed with Kalia.
Yeah, because I couldn't find him, so it's like, okay, I'll just wait for Kalia to find him, and then I'll just appear behind him to pretend that I found him. 'Cause I'm
Am I
invisible
popping
now.
out of the jail cell right now?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Oh.
Sorry, I shouldn't announce that. I shouldn't make that known. But I don't know where
Nice
this is going.
foreshadowing there,
Let's go. Jeremy. Another gosh dang jail cell, huh?
Surprise! There's 2 jail cells.
Hey!
Anyway, so you start heading down, and it's just kind of this dirt stone tunnel. Right, and basically you're like in the walls of the mansion at the moment. is where you're at. So I mean, it's very narrow because you're kind of just like following along the outside of the. So you can't. Because you're on the 3rd floor right now. I don't know what you want from me.
You're good. You're good.
What do you want?
I'm sorry. I'm also thinking of something else in my head right now too. So just ignore me. Me.
Anyway, so you basically travel for a while, and then you come to a sharp corner, and then make a 90-degree turn, travel that for a while, and then 90-degree turn, until the stonework around you is kind of changed and has definitely become rockier. There is the yeah, so basically it's changed, and you get the sense that you've gone subterranean.
Okay.
And it's still just traveling down for a little bit farther. After probably about 20 minutes of traveling, my goodness.
Oh.
Sorry, it was way loud. Yeah, so... Well, it's his dream, so...
Oh boy.
So, you round a corner and you start to see a light at the end of the tunnel. And when you go closer towards it, you hear a familiar sound of Kalia ramming up against the bars of the jail cell.
I'm gonna rush in there, grab the pouch of pixie dust, give a dose of it to her, give a dose of it to myself, look at the dead Treefell, say, "Oh, that's too bad," and then
as soon as
head out of the slide and start flying straight out and getting out of there.
Okay, yeah, the moment you say, "Oh look, oh man, that's bad," I appear behind you and I say, "Go look, I found you."
How do you?
I'm literally like, I don't care, just goodbye. I'm literally paying no attention to Treefell at all.
I don't even move. I'm just, like,
I'm
okay,
just like,
bye.
come on, Kalia, let's go. We got to get out of here. Guild members sacrifice themselves all the time. Let's go.
Oh, okay, bye. As you leave.
And she's just like, wait, what? What? And then I'm just pulling her along with me. And we're just getting out of there.
Do you want to roll to unlock the door real quick? Or
No, we're going out the other way, the slide. We have a flying speed now.
the slide is in the jail
cell.
cell. So you have to get in the jail cell.
Oh, I have to get in. I thought I was in the jail cell already.
Oh, can I
No,
look?
you came from that hallway.
Can I give him
This hallway?
Yeah, so I mean,
he
you
left this way. I came this way.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Can I use my ghostly abilities to look inside the door, look at the lock, and use it to give him advantage?
Sure.
All right. I will.
Because that's
roll
the
a
one
sleight
way
of
that
hand
Treefell
check.
can be useful to Nazintor.
Thank you, Treefell, for your amazing help. I appreciate it.
You shine a light in here, it's dark. You
Ooh,
can't
okay,
see.
that's a 19.
Yeah, 19, it pops open.
Wait, 21 because of the proficiency bonus.
Pops
Sorry.
open with ease.
Cool. All right. Now, pouch of pixie dust. We both take a dose, and then we just get out of there, back up to the top, and we just start booking it the opposite way of that white-robed person till we can get back to the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
I follow along behind.
And the entire time, I ignore Treefell as if he were never there in the first place.
On brand. At one point, I disappear and I don't reappear because that's my headspace.
And it's about the time that that everyone is praising you. They're so happy for you, right? They're singing "He's a Jolly Good Fellow," right? It's about that time that you feel a hand on your shoulder shaking you awake. When you look up and you see Treefell telling you that it's your turn for watch.
The most poetic ending!
Thank you and good night. Gosh, I'm so chaotic and I'm so sorry. I usually like better endings, but that's pretty good though.
That's pretty
I
good.
think that's on brand for that entire experience,
That
though.
was perfect. That was perfect.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun. That was worth it.
Not where I thought that was going at all, but
That
that's
was-
okay.
That was A+.
Trust me, that wasn't where anyone was expecting that to go. I can guarantee that. The only thing that saved that was Nazintor catching himself and being able to go up on his own. Because then the rest of that just became the most chaotic thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, yeah.
Wow. Just.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, like, had you fallen as well, you guys would have gotten out.
Yeah, we would have just picked the lock.
Picked the lock and gotten out, and, you know, then would have been all three of you versus, you know, some similitude of this guy.
What creature was he?
I just picked an archmage and kind of moved the things
I was
around.
Like, there's no way
Okay.
he's just a wizard, because he would have been dead already, for sure.
Yeah, it's just an archmage, and that I kind of debuffed a little bit.
Well, a little bit, yeah, because he has like 9th level spells, I'm pretty sure. Is it that one in the monster manual? Is that the same archmage that has like time stop and stuff, or was it a different one?
Let me look.
There's probably
Because I've always
Yep,
looked.
he has 9th level time stop.
Yeah, I've always looked at that monster. I'm just like, man, that would suck to fight against, huh?
That one you want to make sure you have a wizard or two,
Yeah.
because then counterspell and stuff comes
Yeah.
into play a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and I just kind of picked some of his things, and he has disguise self and invisibility that he can cast at will.
Pretty good.
Well,
What?
He used it pretty effectively. I'll give him.
Well, now that we've completely solidified the relationship between our two characters.
Well, and I guess this is how Nazintor pictures Treefell and Kalia, but that one I've considered canon, whether anything happens with it or not. But I'm like, yep, that's how.
Yeah, Treefell's dumb. Kalia's crazy.
Treefell Nazintor definitely would see Treefell as just a Kronk type character, 100%. I think Kalia he would see differently, but the problem with me is I'm not trying to do the whole like interaction with both my characters much.
So
Because I think he would think of Kalia more like he thinks of Corin. Like he actually kind of respects Kalia and is like she's pretty on top of things and knows her stuff. But he just gets annoyed whenever she goes into her foodie rages. Like he'd be super annoyed with that part of her.
Yeah, probably. That sounds right.